Welcome to the Tabletop Empire in episode 1 of Dark Underworld. My name is Nate. I am the creator of the channel and the GM of this actual play. It took us a long time to get here, but the cast and myself are so excited to finally get started. But before we do, we have a couple things we want to talk about. First, the system we're going to be playing in for this actual play is the Narrative Dice Star Wars RPG system by formerly Fantasy Flight Games, now Edge Studios. That's what this whole channel is for, is that game system, so that's what we're going to be playing in. Now, really quickly, before we get into anything else, I want to introduce you to our players, so let's go.
Hey guys, I'm Lacey. Some may know me as Ruka. I play Shanal Ka, aka Shay. She's a Twi'lek. She's a technician outlaw tech. She likes to modify weapons, so if it's shiny or goes pew pew, she probably loves it. I've been playing tabletop RPGs for about 6 years now, everything from the classics like D&D and Pathfinder to more modern games like Mutants and Masterminds, Vampire the Masquerade, and pretty much everything in between. I'm also an artist, mainly a digital artist. I did the art for our player characters, and if you want to see more of my art or commission me, you can go to my Instagram, Ruka_draws. It's also linked in the description.
Hi, my name is Noah, and I'm going to be playing a hired gun marauder Wookiee named Ragro. The only thing fiercer than his temper is his loyalty to those he cares about. I've been playing tabletop role-playing games for close to 10 years now, starting off with Dungeon World and branching off into some of the other Powered by the Apocalypse games. You can find me and my cat playing video games over at Twitch.
Hi, I'm Joe, and I'll be playing Mott Serbo, a Toydarian with a heart for gold. I've been playing tabletop RPGs since 2011. My favorite is Call of Cthulhu. You can find more of my content on YouTube at the Cinema Salvation.
Hey there, I am Jeff, and I'll be playing Sir Kiinon Leobund, a well-dressed, well-mannered politico-human from the noble house of Massetti. I've been playing tabletop role-playing games for about 10 years now, with the Star Wars Narrative Dice system as my first game ever played, and I haven't stopped. You can find me on Instagram as Joris_ID and on the Unbound Legends Discord channel as one of the creators of RPG Sessions.
Speaking of RPG sessions, I don't know if you've heard of them before, but they are a virtual tabletop and they're powering this actual play. Some of y'all may have experience with sites like Roll20 or even using some applications like Tabletop Simulator. But what's great about RPG sessions is that it's made specifically for Star Wars RPG and Genesys RPG. I have experience using Tabletop Simulator, Roll20, and other VTTs for these systems, and honestly, it feels a little bit cluttered, and most of the time it's not free, especially like on Roll20. However, RPG Sessions is completely free, and it was made specifically for these systems. You track character stats, talents, dice rolls, destiny tokens, the whole 9 yards, all with a really clean and easy user interface. And this actually became my favorite virtual tabletop for Star Wars RPG before they even partnered with the channel. So it's actually just a really happy coincidence that they helped provide us with some of our microphones and cameras, and we probably wouldn't even be here without them. So if you need a virtual tabletop for Star Wars RPG and you're glad to see this actual play finally happening, go check them out at rpgsessions.com. Like I said before, it's completely free, so go sign up, check it out, and if you stick around to later in the episode, I actually will show you how to set up your game table. So stick around to see that. So let's get into the show format a little bit and what you can expect week to week. New episodes will be premiering on Tuesdays every week at 8 p.m. Eastern US time. However, if you show up an hour early at 7 p.m., we'll be doing a fireside chat with the cast and myself in what's called the Lightspeed Lounge. This is where we're going to discuss the previous episode that aired, as well as news with Star Wars and even answering some viewer questions. And at the end of that hour-long live stream, we're going to move everybody over to the premiere of Dark Underworld, so we'll make sure you will not miss it. However, if you're not able to catch the premiere on YouTube or Twitch, the video will be available on YouTube, as well as you can find audio-only versions on Spotify, Amazon, and Apple Podcasts. And lastly, an uncut version is available to masters and council members on Patreon, and they help us with some of the ongoing costs of doing an actual play like this. If you're excited for the campaign though, and you want to make sure you catch all the episodes, go down below, blast the subscribe, blast the like button, go ahead and blast that notification bell while you're down there. Now, if there are any parents out there, we do have a parental advisory down in the description below, so that way you can make an informed decision if you have any kids in the room. Last but not least, the players and I are here to bring you a quality Star Wars RPG actual play, the likes of which have never been seen before, with shows like Critical Role and Dimension 20 being some of our biggest inspirations. That said, none of us are voice actors. We are just 5 friends coming together to have a really fun time and to share that with you. We hope you enjoy the show. Dark Underworld begins now. Really quickly before we begin, we have our starting checklist. But before we do that, Patreon council members Asatchman, Nathan Gervais, and Logan Williams, thank you so much for your support. You help us with our ongoing costs, and we really appreciate it. But first, players, we have the role Destiny tokens.
Okay, good. I saw the one dark side pop up, and it was right after I pressed it. So I'm
It's
glad
okay.
it
Wait,
wasn't
why
me.
Nate roll 2?
That was
Why Noah
my
rolled
fault.
2?
My fault.
Okay, and so at this point is when we normally do our obligation results. However, for session 1, I actually don't really do obligation typically, so we will be doing that next time. And this is also when we would be giving you guys a summary of all the XP that was spent at the end of the last session. But without further ado, let's get started. Kiinon, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, Kiinon is a human politico. So Kiinon on this shuttle, he's sitting there upright in his chair, arms folded, and he's looking around at the inferior people that are around him. Kiinon has a very nice, distinguished diplomatic robe on. His hair is kept as well as it could be, even though he sometimes doesn't have the funds to keep it as neatly cut and trimmed and beautiful as it was back on Procopia. But he sits there looking around and eyeing everybody.
Sir Kiinon Leobund is bound for Coruscant. As the shuttle enters the atmosphere of the city planet, you see towering skyscrapers that line the planet's surface. Speeders and ships move in all sorts of directions, and the highways in the sky are all cluttered with intense traffic. You're not surprised, of course, as news of Emperor Palpatine's recent death has already spread throughout the galaxy, and the fate of the Empire is unknown, which has caused mass chaos within the core worlds, through the Midrim, and even trickling into the outer worlds of the galaxy. Only a few minutes after entering the atmosphere, the shuttle comes to a halt. Everyone in the main cabin is confused. Word finally travels to the back that there are no landing zones available and that everybody's just gonna have to wait. You expected some level of chaos, but maybe you didn't quite expect it to be this bad. The shuttle has now been stationary in the sky long enough for the other passengers to begin getting restless and demanding to disembark. Understandable, as it was a terribly long flight from the Midrim territories, One elderly human couple sits in the row next to you, and the man decides to yell at the droid at the front of the ship. This is unbelievable. Leave it to a droid, and this is what happens. Last time I fly with this company.
Yes, it's horrible, horrible. Don't they know who I am? I deserve a landing spot on Coruscant.
Finally, after enough time had passed that you had begun to wonder which bag was most likely to have a snack you could swipe, the pilot droid received directions to an open landing zone. You feel the relief in the air as the shuttle starts moving. It heads towards a giant hole in the surface of the planet that leads down to lower levels. And the shuttle keeps lowering and lowering and lowering, until parking at a dingy landing zone, a sign on the side indicating level 1350, nearly 4,000 levels below the surface. The droid pipes up, "You may now unbuckle your harnesses. Please check your seating area to not leave any belongings behind. The Vandor Union Transit Company is not responsible for any lost items. If you have a checked bag, please wait by TC-44 near the baggage area outside the shuttle." As you step off the shuttle and you look around you, you see a couple shops, restaurants, cantinas, even a casino, all nearby. And despite being rather dingy overall, this area feels very cleaned up and looks like it's catered to visitors that may be stopping by.
Kiinon starts to make his way out into the area. The stale air, I'm sure, is make him cough and gag just a little bit. He takes a look around, tries to find what looks to be the most important place around here. Maybe one of the casinos, starts to head over to that direction.
Yeah, so you head towards the casino. You walk inside, and you've definitely seen nicer casinos. It really is just kind of one room where there's a couple craps tables. Not craps. Do they have craps in Star Wars? I don't know. They have a couple various gambling games, such as something equivalent to craps. They have like some sabacc going with multiple tables, like some for high stakes, some for low stakes. They also have a bar that's serving some drinks, and they have some people, protocol droids, coming around with drinks on trays, passing them out.
Kiinon takes a look around and moves over to the bar. After the long flight, he's feeling like he needs a little refreshment before he starts looking for maybe a place to stay or maybe someone to win some money off of.
You take one of the drinks off of one of the droids, and the droid says, "Please enjoy one of our complimentary refreshments.
Yes,
and take
yes,
a seat
thank you,
at
thank
any
you."
game you prefer." Oh. And the droid kind of rolls away.
He takes it, starts to sip, and starts to kind of wander around looking at the different tables that are nearby.
The first one that comes to mind is there's a low stakes sabacc table. There's also like a slots style game nearby. And a couple other games that you maybe don't recognize.
He looks at the sabacc table and sees if there's an open chair.
There is an open chair.
He pulls it back and takes a seat, says to the dealer, "I'm assuming the seat is open? What's the pot?"
The dealer, another droid, yes, the seat is open. Would you care to be dealt in?
Of course, or I wouldn't have sat down.
Very well. It's a protocol droid, but it's kind of attached to the back of the table, and it was probably once like a really shiny silver, but now it's kind of less shiny, slightly rusted in some parts. But the droid deals everybody sitting at the table in. You may begin.
I throw some credits into the pot and take my cards and start to look at them. I look around also at the others that are at the table, trying to gauge just who I'm playing against.
Do a streetwise check for me.
Okay.
And I make it average.
Oh, that is 0 successes, but 1 triumph.
1 triumph. Okay, so.
What a way to start, huh?
Fun. I know. Triumphs with no successes are the most fun thing ever. I'll say that you're kind of unable to read the faces in the room. It's probably culturally very different than where you grew up. However, how would you like to spend your triumph?
Ooh, I'm thinking as I'm looking around, maybe the people that are playing, I catch a glimpse of each of their cards. Maybe they just weren't covering them good enough, and so I've got a really good idea of at least their cards, what they've got in their hands.
Roll a d20 for me.
Got an 18.
Okay, so you take a peek at. You're able to see a fair bit of the other cards, and you know that your chances of winning are very, very high. So as the game progresses and people are, they're calling, they're raising the stakes. Does Kiinon decide to stay in till the end?
Yeah. He plays it cautious. He doesn't look, he doesn't play it too forceful. He keeps his cool about it and keeps following as they raise and call.
So the game finally comes to the point where everybody reveals their cards, and Kiinon comes in with a maybe not the best possible hand, but one of the best possible hands, and ends up taking the stash of money in the middle. You may take 100 credits.
Awesome. Okay.
What do you want to do after that point?
I look at everybody and give them kind of a good game, like even though it wasn't, and I guess this ended up to be mine anyways, wasn't it? And I'll go in and take a seat at a table where someone would be maybe close to a performance if there was going on, just with my drink, enjoying it a little bit more, and taking in just the area, the scenery, the environment, and trying to work out what maybe my next steps are. There's a few reasons why maybe he's come here, but he's still not quite sure which direction to take yet.
So as you sit there in the corner, you can you roll perception?
Yeah.
Roll easy and add a boost die because you're like actively like looking around and stuff too.
That is 2 successes and
Nice.
1 advantage.
As you sit there at the table, you manage to overhear a kind of a hushed conversation, like 2 chairs over. They mention something about a stolen treasure. As you continue to listen in from your table, you make out a few small words: legend, secrets, power to those who find it. Someone spotted the Wookiee in Toydarian with the artifact, bringing reinforcements. As that conversation ends, the two shady individuals, they pay their bill, and they stand up to walk out of the casino.
Kiinon kind of thinks to himself for a moment. I'm going to, as they get up and they've paid their bill and everything, I'm going to get up and just kind of watch them, but also be looking around if this Toydarian and this Wookiee might be anywhere nearby.
You look and you don't see a Toydarian or a Wookiee nearby. It seemed like they were talking about maybe information that they were given that they didn't actually like see or do themselves.
Well, that kind of perked his interest. He may just try to follow them out a little bit, keeping his distance.
Roll a easy stealth check.
Okay. 1 success.
1 success. So these two individuals, you can kind of gain from the outfit that they're pirates. Though you didn't manage to see much about it, but they seem to be very distracted with whatever they are headed to. They're not super concerned with who's following them at the moment, and so you're pretty easily able to keep your distance and follow without being seen. And the camera side wipes. Shay, would you like to introduce what your character or what she looks like?
Yeah, of course. So, Shay is a Twi'lek. She is like a tealish green skin tone. And she has just kind of tech wear on. It looks like it's just comfortable to wear. She fits into her surroundings, so she doesn't stand out at all. And she has a pair of goggles on her head, so no clue what those are used for, but they're there. On her, like, belt, occasionally you can see that, like, she has a weapon, but also she has, like, tools and such. She's just kind of blends in with her surroundings.
Well, for Shay, it has been a very long and tiring day. An infamous pirate group called the Red Fang hired you to make repairs on about a dozen of their weapons. A pair of pirates lead you to a musky warehouse. Only a few warm, luminescent ceiling lamps above light the inside, with the soft neon glow from outer shops lining the upper section of the walls from out the windows. There is a table in the middle of the warehouse with a tool set, a crate full of blaster pistols, and the attachment modifications. Oh, I love the weapons and the upgrades. Boss wants them done as soon as possible. If you need us, we'll be over there keeping an eye on yous. The two
I
pirates.
am getting extra for this, right? Because it's a house call.
We already agreed with the price with your boss. The two pirates walk over to another table towards the side of the room, and you see them pull out a deck of sabacc cards. I need you to do a hard mechanics check.
One threat. Sounds about right for my rolls.
Everyone's gonna start
Wow.
the game with 0 successes.
Ugh, don't jinx us.
So the two pirates continue to supervise to make sure no funny business is happening, but they've mostly kept to themselves, grumbling through their games of sabacc. Your boss has been known to make shady deals, and more often than not, you end up doing all of the risky work. And while this job isn't the shiniest, you need the pay, and the experience is nice as well. Level 1350 has its perks, though. For example, it's low enough below the surface that authorities don't show up frequently, but it also leads to the downside of danger due to mostly unchecked crime. Thankfully, you have figured out your way for survival down here. As your thoughts drift towards better hope of employment and living opportunities, you finish working on the last blaster pistol, and you kind of know that this is not your best work, and you may have just completely done it wrong. But you're not going to tell these pirates that. About this time, another pirate runs into the warehouse to the two supervising you, and you overhear maybe some of the news brought. So I need you to do an easy perception check. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, 3 success.
There you go.
So
I can hear things.
the new pirate didn't care to keep his voice down, heaving from the sprint. And you hear of a valuable artifact that was apparently stolen from their flagship a few months back. And the entire Red Fang is on the lookout for a Wookiee and Toydarian traveling together. The pirate tells of a report received only minutes ago of a Wookiee and Toydarian nearby, and other members of the Red Fang are gathering to confront them and take the treasure back. You know that an artifact or treasure like this could be the perfect score to set you up for quite a while, and might just be your ticket to an upgrade to your living and work situation. Oi, Toilet! One of the pirates calls out, "We need our weapons, now!"
Yeah, here, yep. Mm-hmm.
He kind of inspects them a little bit, and he doesn't necessarily notice immediately that anything's wrong. It looks like you've maybe dinged up some of the guns in the process, maybe stripped some bolts. He's not quite convinced that everything's going to work properly, but he seems in a really big rush. So he pulls the credits out and he says, I don't, some of this work looks a little bit shoddy. This is the other pirate, not the first one. Some of this work looks a little shoddy. We're in a little bit of a rush though, so here, take these. This is all you're getting. We're paying a little less than the agreed price because we were promised the best, and this is not the best.
Look, they may not look the best, but they'll do the job perfectly. And like I said, I don't do house calls. You got a house call. You're lucky. Full pay. Come on now.
You're taking that 250, and that's that. We gotta go. And they immediately turn and start running with the third guy. The third guy kind of does the thing where he's like, and starts running. You count the credits, and 250 are there of the agreed 300. The typical rate for you and your boss is that you get a third and your boss gets 2/3. So you know that 50 is probably coming out of your pay, but you're managed to pocket 50 yourself.
I'm gonna just follow them a little bit, see what's going on, see if I can get a little extra. If they fall down a stairwell, I can, get the rest.
Yeah, sounds good. Do an easy stealth check. And you can take a boost die as well.
They ain't paying attention to little ones.
7 advantages.
1 success and 7 advantages.
Okay, 1 success, 7 advantages. Yeah, you managed to follow them and you managed to keep a pretty safe distance. You are definitely not spotted whatsoever. Once again, camera swipes over. Mott, would you like to introduce what your character looks like?
Sure. You'll see a Toydarian wearing a trench coat. It's kind of battered and beaten up. It's got 3 leather straps across the front of it. It's probably hiding something underneath the trench coat. You can't quite tell. He is wearing pants. He has the overall look and bearing of a man who is too tired to be wherever he is, and yet can't seem to find any water to keep him going.
And Ragro, would you like to describe yourself?
Yeah. Ragro is a larger sized Wookiee. He's about 7'4", So he's standing pretty tall, especially compared to, this Toydarian right next to him. He's wearing like kind of battered clothes. That you can tell like there's not many places that sell clothes in Wookiee size here. It looks like he doesn't want to spend the money on it anyways, even if he did find it. But strapped across his back is a rather fitting for his size larger vibro axe.
To fill our audience in on just a little bit of the context relating to these characters and where they're at and how Mott and Ragro ended up where they are. Through a precarious situation, Mott and Ragro may have found themselves aboard an infamous pirate group's flagship. They managed to steal some artifact the pirates greatly valued as they made their escape. And seeing as the pirates greatly valued the artifact, Mott figured there must be something greatly valuable about it. The two decided to work together to try to solve the mystery of this artifact. This artifact itself is a dark metal disc engraved with strange markings around an otherwise smooth rim. The center of the disc features a red gem in the shape of a 7-point star, each point nearly touching the engravings. The disc itself is around 6 inches in diameter. And by the way, I don't think I said it earlier, we have 3 light side Destiny tokens and 3 dark side Destiny tokens for you audio listeners out there.
Ooh, shiny.
I love it.
Nice.
I love it.
So, you've already pieced together that the
Larg.
first clue in finding whatever value this artifact holds, it's probably in the engraved markings, though it seems to be in an ancient language that nobody thus far has been able to read or recognize. Carefully asking around, you were given directions to an old archive in the lower levels of Coruscant, level 1350 to be exact. Out on the fringes, far away from the massive tunnel that leads from the surface down through the planet, and you were told that, this place may have some information to help guide you to the answers you seek. As you traverse the streets of the lower levels, you breathe in the smog discarded from the upper levels. It lets off a repugnant smell that you have yet to acclimate to. It almost feels like it coats your lungs, and you notice far less foot traffic than usual down here, so much so that you can even hear the faint hum of neon signs glowing on nearby shops, cantinas, and lodgings. You arrive at the archive, and as you step inside, you immediately see dusty shelves lining the walls and in rows throughout the room. The room itself is maybe 40 feet deep and stretches 200 feet or so to the left. There's also an upstairs that wraps around the room with more shelves lining the walls. You can tell this place is old. All the records are books and parchment rather than data pads and digital records. And behind a desk to your right is an elderly Octolan sleeping with his head on the desk. A bottle of some strange beverage is still in his hand.
All right, Ragro, let me do the talking here. And
As
the
always.
sound of like wings fluttering, like as I kind of flutter up close to wherever he's laying against and put my feet on the table.
The Octolan does not wake up.
I'm like, hey, buddy. Hey, is the store open?
The Octolan, very startledly, sits up. Hello there. Can I help you?
Yeah, I've got a thing here. I was told you're pretty good at looking old stuff.
A thing? I love things. The Octolan stands up, walks around the desk. He wears old-fashioned fancy clothes, a white long-sleeve button-up with a dark gray vest and a blue tie with some pictures of the Star Wars equivalent of a question mark all over it. He has a small pocket watch that can be seen leading into his vest pocket. His pants match his vest and look freshly pressed. His massive feet stand out from the rest of the outfit as he's barefoot, though with those feet, who could blame him for not finding shoes in his size? Let's see here. What can I help you with?
Yeah, hey, Ragro, watch the door. I'm gonna do that thing where sketchy people reach into their long coats and glance left and right and then slowly pull something out, but glance left and right one more time just to make sure nobody else is around. And I pull out the artifact, the object, the device, the MacGuffin, and I show it to the gentleman. And what do you think of this?
Very interesting.
What does that mean? What does interesting mean?
I feel like I have something here that might just be helpful.
You better. I came a long way.
I recognize this star. One of my books has it on the binding. I might need your help finding it, though.
What am I, your helpmate here? No, I came here for you to help me.
All right, I can
take your time. I'll
try
wait.
to find the book.
That's fine. Can I have some of this? I glance at whatever the beverage is on the table.
You pick up the bottle, and there's maybe like just a tad at the bottom of the bottle, but he kind of is already kind of in his own head, looking around, shuffling through various books and pieces of paper.
Take that as a yes. No. Okay. Sure. All right. And I'm gonna like take the last swig of it.
You take a swig, and it is
Backwash.
it's a mixture of very stale beverage and backwash. Yeah.
Put that back.
After it's maybe been like 5-10 minutes, this Octolin still has not found the book. This might go by faster if you help me.
Buddy, do I look like a guy who's good at figuring stuff out to you?
Well, just another pair of eyes.
All right, fine. Ragro, give him a hand. I'll watch the door.
Ragro gives you a look, like very quizzically, like you're not gonna be able to watch the door, even if you like which one of us really should be watching the door here?
All right, fine. I will look for the book.
Roll perception average. 4 successes, 1 advantage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty decent.
Crazy. So, after you kind of are very much not into the looking around, as you're kind of looking, you manage to fly backwards into a bookshelf, and you hear a thump hit the other side of the floor on the other side of the shelf.
Oh shoot! Hey, I glance down at it as I'm trying to like cover up the sound of the thing falling, and is this the book I'm looking for?
You look down and you pick up the book, and on the front it is an engineering history and guide to lightsabers. As you further inspect it, though, you see a 7-point star on the book binding that matches exactly the same shape as what's on your artifact.
I'm like, hey, buddy, is this kind of looks similar? You're busy. I kind of like glance through it.
Your advantage is you notice that there is a page ripped out of it.
That's not very cash money. I don't say it that way. I'm like, hey, buddy, I think this book's missing a page. What's up with that?
The Octolin walks over. He takes a look at it, and he kind of says, "May I see your artifact again?"
I like reach into my jacket once more, and I pull it out.
Let's see.
The artifact.
I don't recognize the language, but it appears to be something old and something ancient. Typically, a lot of stuff like this is wrapped and hidden behind puzzles and riddles.
Oh, great.
I do believe this might be the book you're looking for. However, it might take some closer inspection. About this time, Ragro, you spot quite a number of pirates headed in your direction.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Kind of like he just kind of like ducks back in and looks for something to quickly barricade the door. Without he just like immediately looks to barricade the door before letting anyone know anything's happening.
The
That's the first
Octolin
thing
is
that you
barricading the door, and he goes, "Hey, why are you barricading my door?"
He just kind of does the normal like
Hey,
Wookiee,
whoa.
like shush, I'm working here type of thing. Just yells at him.
Are we in trouble? Just as this was
No,
starting to get
buddy. Hey,
interesting.
buddy, look at the book.
Take this, and he hands Mott a little chip thing.
Oh, does it say anything on it?
No, it has a blue blinking light on it though. Here, you two go. If there's danger, you two go out the back door. I will stall them at the front. I want to know more about this mystery that you guys are on. I love knowledge, and I love puzzles, and I love uncovering history. I will be able to assist you along the way if you want, but you can't do that. If this is a dangerous place we live. You never know what sort of unruly characters come around. So I will use that to find you again soon.
I give Ragro the like this guy's crazy look, but I'm like, are you at the back door? Okay.
Yeah. By the way, my name is George Blue.
That's nice. I didn't ask.
So do y'all want to head back out the back door?
Yeah, like Ragro.
I can't take all of them on at once, and I know you won't be much help. So
Yeah, Ragro, let's get out of here.
The scene changes back to kind of like side-by-side cameras of Shay and Kiinon. But first, Shay, as you were following the pirates, they all managed to stop in like a group together, and there seems to be over a dozen pirates or so. But you see the one that skimmed out on your payment, and you managed to take the last 50 credits out of his back pocket without him noticing. But Kiinon's also somewhat nearby. You don't see each other or anything yet. You follow these pirates to this area way off the beaten path. It appears that they're at some old archive building. You notice there are a lot of pirates here. One of them ends up going inside the archive. You each kind of take a different route to try to find like a back door to the building to maybe listen in on any information you can get about this artifact or treasure.
Real quick, Nate, does Kiinon recognize these pirates at all? You'd mentioned the Red Fang or something like that to Shay. Does Kiinon recognize that?
Yes. So if you saw the front of one of the fronts of their uniform on their armor, there is a red logo.
I think if Kiinon sees this, I think for the first time since he's arrived, there's actually a little bit of look of concern on his face, and he hangs back just a little bit as he's still tailing these pirates.
Yes, both Shay and Kiinon, you both do follow the pirates. Shay, you manage to get your credits back. Kiinon, you manage to keep a fair distance. Like I said, you notice that one goes inside the archive, and you both kind of have the same idea from different places to maybe try to listen in on this treasure. You kind of make sure the area is clear of pirates. You each peek, but don't see anyone, and you end up stepping out at exactly the same time. Slightly startled before realizing the other one isn't a pirate, but then your eyes meet.
Is that Pretty Boy?
Shay, what?
What are you doing back here?
What are you doing here?
I live here.
And all the you live here?
Well, not here, but I live here. You know I live on this level.
Do I? I don't know if I recall that, but
I love to see that my help was so important.
No,
to you.
it was very. I'm indebted to you. That what you did for me was very kind, very kind. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much, Shay. It's just a surprise to see you. I didn't expect to run into you. I mean, how many people are on Coruscant?
You look fancy. Like, I knew you were fancy pants, but like, you got all dressed. Are you on a? Are you meeting someone?
And Kiinon kind of looks around to make sure that there isn't, any other pirates around. Says, I'm trailing a possible job, a possible score.
And about this time, you hear the door, the back door open, and out steps a Wookiee and a Toydarian.
Who even tells people their name up front like that anyway? What a weird thing to do.
Kiinon's eyes grow really wide and says, "Hello, I am Sir Kiinon Leoband."
You guys are in danger. You might want to move.
Hey, didn't ask. Don't need to know that. Thank you.
From inside the building, you can hear, "Boy, we looking for a Wookiee and Toydarian. We told they was heading to your shop." And then the door kind of quietly shuts.
You need somewhere to lay low, don't you?
Yes.
You got a place for us to lay low at? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, it's not going to be free, but...
Hey, Captain, they back here. You see a pirate
son of a gun.
around the corner.
We're moving.
All of a sudden, you hear a lot of footsteps running from around the corner.
Are these your friends
moving?
coming?
Don't have friends. Don't need them.
Ragro looks at him like,
they
"What?"
don't dislike me, but they definitely don't like me.
No, Ragro, you're something more, buddy. Don't worry.
Uh-huh.
You're
Right.
family. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here
Wink.
without you.
So I need everybody
That
to
would
do
be
a athletics check.
Hey, remember that time when I said,
Think about my odds. Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay.
2 failures into despair, gentlemen.
Oh,
no. Hey, guys.
that's one success, one threat, and 2 despair.
Hey,
And
guys.
that's where this whole campaign ends.
Hey, real quick. Hey, I just want to know why everyone except me rolled at least 1 despair.
I rolled 2 for you as well.
Because
I rolled
look
an
at
extra
our
one for you,
odds.
Ragro.
There you go. There you go.
I didn't need that. I didn't ask for that.
Out of
All right,
all of our rolls, we got one
which
success.
arm is Kiinon losing?
Left arm.
You guys start to move. More pirates pour out from the other side of the street, and so now you are sandwiched in between two medium-sized groups of pirates.
Medium.
Are they from the same group? Like, do they have the same
Yes.
logos on them?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Well.
One of the pirates steps forward. Okay, hand over the artifact that you stole from us, and maybe, just maybe, we let you live.
I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna just leave.
She took it.
She starts like walking away.
She's got it. I gave it to her. What? You told me
I
to
don't
give
know
it to somebody. I gave it to her.
I
like
don't know
looking
him.
at Ragro.
I fixed your guns. You know, I'm just gonna leave now.
Ragro just has his hand on the hilt of his axe.
Kiinon kind of stands
Ready.
behind Ragro, trying to hide his himself.
You can kind of see on each side, there appears to be one person who has little red fang insignia, has a symbol on it signifying that they're probably the leader of the group. The Despairs, if anybody watching is curious, added a lot more enemies.
Wow. Now, I still did succeed, though. I'll just want to point that out.
So you can run, but the rest of us are screwed.
True.
So you managed to run ahead far quicker than anybody else, and you managed to see another massive group coming towards you. You kind of have an extra moment to like gather your composition. So I need everybody to roll initiative using vigilance, except for Kiinon. You can roll cool.
Oh, that's
Okay.
a good one.
Okay,
5 successes.
You're making up for.
Ooh.
You're making up for it a little
Boyos.
bit.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
You're
So I
just-
got-
everyone else needs to pick up the slack.
The order, I guess, is as follows. There are currently 4 minion groups of pirates, and then there's 2 like rival class. The order is as follows: PC, 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 NPC, PC, and then 5 NPCs.
Yikes.
So, which player character would like to go first?
Can with my triumph on my initiative roll, can I use that as a maneuver and draw a weapon?
Sure.
Okay.
How far away are they from us? Just like
That's
like,
what I was about to ask.
I'd say this is all happening like short range. There may be 20 feet on either side.
Okay, so a small alley.
Yes, man. Yeah.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna
And
die.
and how many are in front of us and how many are behind us?
11 on either side.
Okay, yeah. So Ragro is just gonna like grab the axe and just like step forward and like swing at like the just in general the largest group of them, just like the largest concentration. He's just gonna like try and cleave through as many as he can.
Great. Are you gonna be moving like kind of towards the front of the store or kind of away from the front of the store?
Probably away from the store.
Okay. Or I guess the arcade. Okay, great. So roll.
Or yeah, archive. Yeah.
Roll for damage. So he's rolling it for a vibro axe. It does
Vibro
7 damage
axe.
plus success because
I'm gonna just
Brawn plus the weapon
real
plus
quick
success.
like upgrade one as well, because you
Yeah,
know
go for
we're
it.
we're in
Already?
in
Go
a
for
tight
it.
spot,
Yeah.
and you know we take those. That's 4
Take
successes
those.
and an advantage.
11
Sweet.
damage and
Sweet.
1 advantage. What would you
Yeah.
like to use your advantage on, Ragro?
Nice and easy. Past the next past the next person to boost. That's nice and easy. You know that'll be helpful because we're gonna need all the boost we can get.
Amen.
You manage to plunge your axe right into the skull of a pirate, and he immediately drops dead.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Who would like to go next?
I would.
There's a big Wookiee yell after, and then yeah.
It's clear he's got that side. We've got ones behind us too. Like we've got them on either side, right?
Yeah. It's clear I've got the rest of them.
You've got those 11. We got these 11.
Uh-huh.
I turn around, listening to the Wookiee, because I'm like, well, I just hope he takes that side at least, and I just start shooting at the other side.
Yep. Roll to attack. You're going to be using a blaster rifle. It does 7 damage with a crit rating of 3. What? Oh my word!
I
She
didn't
rolled
see it yet.
3
It's one
green
failure,
and a
three
3 green and a
advantages.
boost versus 1 purple. She rolled 1 failure and 3 advantages.
Guys, I'm just getting all of these
Yeah.
rolls out of my
Oh,
way
get
now.
him out of the way.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
get them out of the way.
Really,
Yeah,
really
I
just
got
get
the
it all out
other
right in
10
this
on this
fight.
side, guys. Don't worry. As long
Keep
as
it
you
up.
can
I mean,
deal with the other side.
Would you
the
like
other half of
to
them.
use your there? So I'm gonna say there's 2 dumpsters like on kind of on either side of the 2 trash bins on either side of the door. Would you like to use 2 advantage to take an extra maneuver to hide, take cover?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You have
I'm
1
getting
more
the heck out of there.
advantage. What would you like to do with it?
I'll throw it to the next person.
Okay.
I took the last one and didn't use it well,
Pay
so they
forward.
can have one.
Yeah. The next PC, who would like to go?
Go for it, Mott.
Sure, certainly. Yeah, I'm gonna, as a maneuver, I'm gonna pull out my bola. I don't really care what the people behind me are doing. Like, these two people, they seem like, the girl seems like she's trying to shoot people behind me. I don't know. She's a good body shield. We'll leave it at that. And I kind of like look, I'm behind Ragro, who's like big and angry and hitting people. And so at like a lower level, you know, because I am a Toydarian and shorter, I'm going to pull out my bola and aim for somebody's legs.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Mott coming in clutch with 2 successes, one
All
threat,
right.
and a triumph.
Nice.
We still need a triumph from Shay. All right. I need to see that triumph. All right. Next time.
Okay,
6
so
damage.
6 damage.
6.
Plus 2, and it crits. Yeah, you shoot at one next to your
living
buddy
bodies.
Ragro to kind of help him out. Immediately, the bola kind of catches on one person's legs. The momentum of the bola kind of almost dislocates one of their legs. But he manages to
Please don't go that way.
he manages to bump into another one of his friends pretty hard, and that friend falls into Ragro's axe on the backside of it.
Okay.
Immediately
Just
dying.
like you planned it.
Oops. Yeah.
Perfect. From the ground, I would like to say something before I resolve my turn. All right, buddy, you got this. I believe in you. We just gotta get out of here. And you guys behind, block any shots. I'm very
Me
important.
cowering behind a trash can.
Very important.
The one threat is that this situation's stressing you out. You're not one for combat typically, so take one strain. One of the
he's feeling
one of the
it.
pirates standing right next to Ragro is not having a fun time with all of his friends being murdered. So he's going to pull out his Barber knife and take a slash at our Wookiee friend.
I'd like to
He's
see
doing
him
it.
try.
He's doing it.
He should let the Wookiee win.
I have one defense. I have one.
Aha.
Two
Okay,
failures,
doesn't matter.
one advantage.
Two failures,
He
two
manages to
advantage.
take a swing. Ragro sees it coming and manages to take a step back. However, he didn't manage to trip over the one that Mott displaced with his bola and falls prone on his back.
There's like 4 of them now on the ground, right? Like 2 of them are dead and 2 of them
Two-
have just
two
like
dead.
fallen over.
Yeah, pretty much.
Strike.
Kiinon.
Whoa.
All right, yeah, Kiinon has his weapon drawn already. Seeing everything going on here, he sees Shay duck behind some cover. He sees, the Wookiee charge and take out one. He sees the Toydarian take out another one. And I'm thinking, okay, if these guys are taking him out, they're going to pave an opening for us to escape. And I still want to follow this Toydarian and this Wookiee. So I'm going to actually aim for the guy that's attacking Ragro. And I'll do an
Check with your
upgrade because we got an ally engaged with my target. So I'll do that, and I'm gonna aim for my maneuver.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
As it
Two
should be.
successes,
So helpful.
2 advantages. You managed to deal 8 damage to the same group of pirates.
I'm gonna use those 2 advantages to duck behind some cover as well, either nearby Shay or close by there.
You managed
Hey there, buddy.
to put down the one that fell over due to Mott's bola and shoot another one right in the middle of his chest armor. He kind of staggers a bit, but he doesn't seem like terribly injured by it.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, he's a little flustered and trying to make sure he doesn't get seen as well as he can.
Yeah.
How did we get pulled into this?
I don't know, but I think we should just try to get out of this, and then we can talk more with the Toydarian and the Chewbacca Wookiee. Or not Chewbacca, to the Wookiee.
Sounds good to me.
One of the officers is going to also pull a Viber knife and walk towards Mott, still out in the open a little bit. He's going to take a swing.
Don't aim for the wings.
And he's going to upgrade one of his rolls as well. 1 success, 1 advantage. That'll be 5 damage.
Oh well.
Ouch.
There goes Mott.
he's-
Like for world.
Oh,
Bye
bye,
guys. Bye Mott.
That's 5 damage. It does ignore your soak.
Oh.
It's the one soak he had. Oh
The
no.
1 soak. That's
That was
four
his one
total
defense, one
4 total damage. You can also remove the strain. And then the 1 advantage is going to be one of the other pirates is bolstered by seeing his leader taking the charge.
Stab it.
Why'd
So
you do
he's
that?
going, one of the minion groups behind the leader that was there is going to pull out his weapon. And he's going to take a shot at the massive Wookiee that's clobbering some of the fellow
It's
people.
clobbering time.
He's on the ground.
However,
so
he does have some
he's-
allies in engaged range with him, so he's going to add a...
And he's prone, and I have defense 1. So that's an additional 2 setback.
1 success.
You
That's
are Mott's armor.
seven
Oh wait,
damage.
nobody has armor? What? Am I the only one who? I'm the only one who bought armor.
I should.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 7 damage. It's 1 success plus the
Okay.
6 damage.
7
weapon.
damage? You mean 2 damage?
Oh my gosh.
Soak is OP. Yeah.
Massive soak.
The other group of pirates that's next to Ragro is going to pull out a vibro knife as well and take a swing.
Okay,
6 damage.
Okay. You don't gotta. You don't
Actually,
gotta,
crits. 6
you
damage,
mean-
but with a crit.
What? Ugh.
Oh dear.
So I need you to roll
1
what you
damage
want.
and a crit.
And it's vicious
That-
one, so add plus 10.
That makes me upset.
Oh,
Okay.
and the vibro knife ignores 2 soak.
Okay, so 2 more. So 3 damage, and then it crits. Okay.
Winded. Severity
Okay.
2. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Let's go
There you
to
go.
the next. The other officer that's standing next to the Wookiee is also going to pull out a vibro knife on this Wookiee that is axing down his friends. The Wookiee's taking all of the love today.
Well, he is our
Especially while
tank.
he's kicking your Wookiee while he's down. 2 success and a
2
threat.
success,
That
1 threat.
is this officer. He goes to stab Ragro, and he manages to nick you for 6 damage, ignoring 2 soak. However, you manage to roll out of the way in time and manage to get back on your feet.
Okay, good.
So you don't take a lot of
Lovely.
damage. He kind of just nicks you because you got them reflexes. And last but not
Reflexes,
least, one of the pirates on the other groups on the other side is going to take a shot at one of the people behind cover, a fancy individual.
Uh-oh.
He's shinier. He has silk.
So it's going to be
Now, he is
short.
behind cover,
You're
so
behind cover, so
setback.
it's a setback, and you have armor, so it's another step.
Yeah.
You don't armor.
No armor.
No, no armor, just soak.
No armor. Just okay.
Oh,
wow.
dear. Hey guy. Hey guy.
That's not
dear.
good.
Hey guy. Hey.
1
hey.
success, 3 advantages, 1
boy.
triumph.
That's
The
good.
only success is from the triumph.
Oh, that's
Yep.
right.
Oh, that is
So-
true.
What's going to happen here? A crit plus 10 because of the double crit, pretty much.
Okay.
And then 7 damage.
7 damage. All right.
So ignores your 3 soak, so that's 4 damage total.
Okay. And then adding 10, right? Looking like it is
yeah.
a 78. Overpowered. Target leaves themselves open, and the attacker may immediately attempt another free attack against them using the exact same pool as the original.
Oh no.
That is
Hey, why would you?
fortunate.
Hey.
Wow.
Okay, good.
0 success, 3 advantages.
Thank
That is a
goodness.
miracle. The second shot he fires on you, however, it manages to just scorch the miniature trash compactor behind you. Due to your previous getting shot, you managed to fall out of cover.
Ooh. Okay.
We are now at the top of round 2. Which PC would like to go first?
Would people be opposed if I went?
Go
yeah,
for it.
go for it.
Wait! Hey, don't hit me! Don't hit me! I'm gonna say up to the guy in front of me,
Yep.
who has now hit me for half of my health.
Too late.
And I'd like to sleight a hand, if that's possible.
Tell me what you're trying to do.
I want to toss a grenade into like where his buddies are, and like pawn it off as me throwing the item.
Roll.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna say skullduggery, average difficulty, and this is
Boost die
to
'cause
fool
it's clever.
him, the fooling him part.
2 success and 1 advantage.
Okay,
Gentlemen.
so you managed to pull a grenade out at the same
Heck yeah.
time as the actual artifact, and you toss the grenade while keeping the artifact in your hand.
Watch this hand, not this hand.
Roll.
But yeah, like I do
ranged
this thing where I'm
light.
like, go get it, and I like kind of like roll
Yeah.
over.
Yeah. So roll ranged light for the grenade. Actually, the grenade itself.
Okay.
The guy is going to like kind of turn around and shout, "Get that artifact!" and kind of take a few steps towards that direction.
Kiinon falling out of cover. You hear him say, "No!" Ah, nice.
Ooh, 2 successes and a triumph. I'll say that if you want, you can spend your triumph to activate blast since you didn't roll the
Sure.
advantage for it.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Okay.
Nice.
And I'll say it'll hit the entire everybody on that opposite side of Ragro.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's 10
Yeah.
damage. It manages to explode a little bit before he gets too close to the grenade. However, he still takes a little bit of shrapnel, and then
That's the noise he makes
yeah,
Ooh,
exactly.
as he takes the shrapnel.
my spleen.
I'm like
then,
on the ground covering myself, like,
Wings are like this.
yep.
And you manage to hit 2 of the other pirates, and
wonderful.
they die.
Like,
Yes.
Ragro, this guy's trying to hit me. Ragro.
Would you like to take him? I guess I'm gonna count the sleight of hand thing as a maneuver, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, because you kind of like
I
manage
don't
your
think I can
inventory a
move
bit.
around, so I'm
Yeah.
fine just like being on the ground behind Ragro.
Yeah. Ragro will notice you shouting and like do like a spin and swing into this other guy. So this is, I'm assuming the
There's an officer near you, and then there's 2 minion
officer.
groups near you.
the one that just attacked Mott.
The one that's in, so I need to kind of describe where he's at, I guess. So I'm envisioning Shay and Kiinon are near the back door of the archive, in between 2 trash compactors. Mott is still kind of like standing in the open in front of them, and then there's 2 pirate groups on either side. Ragro's in the middle of one group, and Mott threw a grenade at the other group. So you're
one
probably
that I
like
was
20. You're
shooting at.
probably 15 to 20 feet away from Mott. If that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, we were under the impression that we were a little closer together still.
Oh.
yeah, I thought I was like right like next to him.
A little farther, because Wookiee
Okay.
went up to attack, and the pirates
That's
never moved
fine.
forward.
That's fine.
Gotcha.
We'll just keep swinging at this particular group. We'll just just still swinging that axe, upgrading again. There we
Nice.
go. That's
Nice.
3 successes, 3 advantages.
3 advantage. That's a crit, right?
And that is not a crit, unfortunately, because I have a critical injury. I deal +2 damage.
Yes.
Nice.
So that would be 12 damage.
12 damage.
Jeez.
So you managed to pull, kind of rip the axe out of the bodies that currently and shake both of them off, and you just do a clean swipe, decapitating the other 2 pirates standing next to you.
Sure,
So
go for it.
After clearing out one of the minion groups, there appears to be kind of an opening. It's no longer like a wall of pirates completely blocking your way out.
Yeah.
So if you guys could maybe attempt to try to escape at this point, if you want, or you can stay and make short work of the pirates. However, whatever y'all want to do.
I mean,
What's another crit, right?
at this point, how many are left? How many are left on
How
this
many
side?
are left?
Yeah, that's a great question.
There are 2 officers and 13 other pirates.
So we're almost halfway through. I'm looking at this little cheat sheet thing, and one of the suggestions for 3 advantage does say +1 melee or ranged defense until the end of next turn, and that is kind of appealing. So we'll go with that.
Okay,
How about
just remind
that?
me if you get attacked. In that case, that's what you're using your advantage on?
Yes.
Okay. Which player character would like to go next?
I'm just gonna pew pew again. I'm aiming this time. Let's see. So opposite direction. One of the officers, preferably.
Sure. Do you want to do the one that's kind of near Ragro, or do you want to do the one that's on the other side?
I'll go the one near Ragro.
Okay. Roll 1 purple with 1 negative upgrade because of an ally in short range or an engage range.
that?
Yep. 1
Sweet.
success,
Ooh,
5
one success,
advantages.
5
That
advantage.
is a crit with 2 additional advantages. That
Yeah.
deals 7 damage.
For my advantages, can I use them to like give Kiinon a hand to get up? Because he got knocked out of cover. Be like,
Sure.
get your butt back in here.
Yeah, sure. That works. You
Grabbed
rolled
by
that.
his fancy collar.
Ooh. So this the officer has to suffer 1 strain every time he performs an action. You managed to shoot him on the armor on his leg, so it doesn't look like it does that much damage to him, but you definitely like hit his hammy or something. The officer is gonna swing around and take a blast back at you. He's quite angry, so he's really going to try to make sure he makes this shot count.
Well, that's rude, but okay.
Oh,
Oof. One
Aw,
success, 2
one
triumphs.
ouch.
Wow.
Oh
Ouch.
dear.
This is gonna hurt.
Hey, Nate. Hey, Nate.
Yeah?
We really need to talk about your triumph problem.
Yeah.
It's the universe making up for the fact I can't roll well in any other game.
No, don't roll well in our game. Stop it.
I really hope Shay does not die here.
Honestly, I
That
love
is a
her.
dis-
You have the
backup
roll
character
plus.
ready?
You
I
have the
haven't
roll
even
plus
gotten to play
60
her.
because it has vicious 4. It's a disruptor pistol. Oh, thank goodness she only rolled
Oh,
7.
oh,
Oh
wow.
my word! So for context,
Wow.
anybody who knows Star
I'm
Wars
excited
RPG,
I have a cripple.
if she rolled a 90 or higher, instantly dead. Or 91 or higher, it's instantly dead.
Oh
like
my
no,
goodness.
nothing happens, instantly dead. If she rolled an 81 or higher, she would die at the end of next round if she didn't get healed from a critical injury. You're crippled. One of your limbs, selected by me, is crippled until healed or replaced. Increase the difficulty of all checks that require the use of that limb by 1. He manages
Nate.
to shoot one of your legs back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
I'll say it's,
I
your,
need
it's,
my
your,
hands.
right, it's your right leg. Okie dokie. Well,
Ouch.
Kiinon.
Ouch. Okay, so Shay helps Kiinon up.
I am
starts
screaming.
to shoot, and then she gets shot. And I see her start to kind of go down. I'm gonna go over to her, put her arm like up around my shoulders to kind of help steady her, so she's not on the ground. And can I do that for like a maneuver? Move over to her and
Sure.
have her hang on me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna suffer 2 strain to aim, and then shoot at that same officer that she was just shooting at. And I'm gonna flip a light side point because I feel like
Yes, please.
stuff needs to happen here.
6 damage plus 3 success. That is 9
Okay,
damage.
9 damage, and that will be enough to crit. And these are a
Ooh,
pierce
and a
2, by the way. I don't know if I told you this. These are a pierce 2.
Oh, cool. So you managed to shoot the officer square somewhere. Let me roll a critical injury first. Okay, he rolled a discouraging wound. Flip 1 light side destiny token to the dark side or reverse. So you guys get 1 light side destiny token back.
Yay.
Yeah. So you managed to shoot him in the chest, and he kind of like staggers for a second and brushes it off. Kind of.
And I've got Shay, just lean on me. Keep shooting that thing.
She's gurring. She's not exactly saying words, but if she was, they wouldn't be very nice.
I also tell Shay,
I-
real quick, it's like, and if these guys run away, we're following them. So just keep up.
Yeah, good luck. That hurts.
You'll be fine. Just walk it off.
Okay.
The other
I
officer
don't think I can feel my toes.
is not going to be as swayed by emotion. As much as he'd like to get back at a certain Tordarian for tricking him with the grenade, he sees a Wookiee just mowing down his comrades. So
That's me.
he's going
That's
to take a shot with his disruptor
Is it?
pistol at the Wookiee.
The defense.
I'm stealing these pistols. I'm just letting you know.
Yikes.
Defense.
Yes, I have, and then there's an extra
Yeah.
one as well.
You have an extra defense.
So,
Wait,
yeah,
hold
two
on, I
step
have a
back.
question. I have
Yes.
a question. Are these the pistols she worked on?
Um,
Didn't she fail that roll?
for the attachment? Yeah, so they don't do extra damage.
That's
Okay.
them not
Okay.
doing extra damage.
Extra damage.
Also, like the
Thank you for answering my
officer,
question.
the officers aren't the ones with the pistol she worked on. She didn't work on disruptor pistols, just regular blaster pistols.
That's true.
I will say I was.
Oh, sweet.
What the heck? Okay, so
Sweet.
this officer just tried to shoot his disruptor pistol at the Wookiee. He rolled 2 yellows and a green versus 2 purples and 2 blacks, and he got 5 failures and 1 advantage. So he takes a shot at the Wookiee. He manages to miss. However, one of the other groups of pirates behind him sees what he's trying to do, and they follow their leader's lead. So they manage to 0 success, 3
Anyways,
advantage.
too
These
soon.
pirates also manage to miss. However, the other pirate group that's next to them is kind of going to join in on the fun, and they
Oh,
see the
everyone's
mistakes that
shooting
they
the
see the
Wookiee.
mistakes that their other pirates are making, and they're going to try to correct their aim a little bit.
That's what they're doing. Yeah,
They're going to aim as well.
No,
Do
no.
it.
They're just gonna fail. They're just gonna
2 success, 3 advantages. That is 8 damage with the blaster pistol,
Only took you 3 blues.
and an extra crit.
Another crit. Okay. You know what?
Ouch.
It is plus 10 if you already have 1 injury.
You won't need to add
It's
it.
not a disruptor.
Yeah, and you won't
You
need
mean
to add the
that-
extra one you have. It'll it'll tally it in there.
Hey, and you know how he knows that?
What? How?
You know how he knows that? Because RPG Sessions is a really great system to be using when you play Star Wars, the tabletop RPG. Just like we are. Maybe your DM won't be killing you on the first session, though.
Yeah. Well,
We all hey, I
Ragro
wasn't wrong in my
is,
assessment of we go down.
Ragro, roll a d10.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh
I'm
no.
doing.
Oh no.
A 3 is brawn.
No!
Oh
That's the one I
no.
didn't
Ragro is shot right in the
Brawn.
back, missing his armor, and he has 1 less brawn
Oh my
till the
goodness.
critical injury is healed.
We're doing great, guys. We're doing great.
Oh
Doing
my
wonderful,
goodness.
yeah.
Nate, stop critting.
I can't help
Yeah, Nate,
it.
stop.
I can't help it. So the other mini group that's in engaged range with Ragro is going to take a swipe with the Barber knife.
Oh my goodness.
2 threats, no crits this time. It does 7 damage, ignoring 2 soak. And then the 2 threats are going to be that this minion group just incurred the wrath of 1 very large Wookiee. You may hit 2 boost die to your next attack against that minion group.
Mm-hmm. That's the one that Barber knifed me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are
real quick,
back
before anybody
to
goes.
the top of the top of the order. Is there a PC
Round.
that first?
Can
You mentioned that there was a path that we could have to leave.
Escape? Yes.
Yeah.
The side that Raggro's on is a little bit more thinned out than the other side.
As a
We are
not
still
me
thinning that
taking
side.
my turn action, can I just inform the other 2 of that and be like say something?
Yeah, talking is
Maybe
an
like-
incidental. Talking doesn't take a.
Hey, you guys! Whatever your faces are over there, we're leaving this way.
Sir Kiinon
Ragro, do the
Leo
thing.
Bund.
That is so much easier said than done. I don't think I can feel my toes anymore.
All right, we're gonna go one more big swipe with the big axe, clearing as much as I can. Well, this time actually, we're gonna use 2. We're doing 2.
You can only use
because-
1 per.
Oh, you can only do 1 per. Oh,
Yeah, it's
never
only
mind.
1 per.
Fine, 1 per.
You can suffer strain and get another boost die.
Oh yeah, I can't willingly suffer strain.
Oh, that's right.
Oh man.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay, we take those. The Vibro Axe does,
1.
so it's 7 damage, right?
advantage,
Default,
triumph.
and then 6
Well, now
because
it's
you're
6 damage
brawn.
default.
So you did
Because
7
my brawn
damage.
dropped,
Yep, you did 7 damage. It's fine.
and then plus 2 because I have a critical injury. So we're at 9 damage total.
So you managed to
I didn't
slice down.
even use the blue dice. I didn't even use the blue dice.
Oh,
Hold on.
yeah,
hold on, hold on.
add 2 boost die real quick.
Oh,
Have you been
there's
adding
3
those?
advantages. That's an extra. That's
Oh,
that's not a crit.
almost crits. Not a crit.
Have you been adding
So
your
close.
Pierce 2 in those 2, Ragro? For your Vibro axe?
Oh, I have not been piercing, nor sundering, nor viciousing. I should have
You
been doing
managed
a
to
lot more
slice up.
damage,
You managed to
shouldn't I?
slice up 2 of the pirates with your Vibro axe, and nicking 1 of the other ones. So there's now a total of 4
Alright.
people on the other side.
And with that, he's gonna start not necessarily like run that direction yet, but like make sure that like he's herding the other like pirates away from that direction. So like get big up in their face, like, you know, try and intimidate them away from to make an opening. More so.
Right. Okay. It's kind of an action to like try to co.
I
He's
mean,
got
you know.
4 advantages and a triumph
True,
that he can
okay,
use
yeah.
in there somewhere.
Well, the triumph was an automatic crit, which auto kills
Yeah.
a
Oh, that's
minion
true.
class. So and like yeah, also you can use your 4 advantage to do that.
I lean on Kiinon and I'm like, you remember that time I had to drag your butt somewhere? You want to return the favor?
Oh yes, let's move.
She tries to climb on his back. Piggyback.
Kiinon, do do an athletics check.
Okay.
I'll say average.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay, great. So
That's okay.
you managed to
Okay.
pretty easily pick
Two
Shay up and
advantages.
carry her on your back. You managed to book it past the Wookiee, past the pirates.
Good.
Onward, noble steed. she's
And the 2 advantages is I won't make that count as Shay's maneuver. That's all like you picked her up and then you ran.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm just like, you know the way to my place, right? That's where we're going. Let's go.
So, okay, hang on. I need a clarification for y'all's backstory thing because I know that y'all talked about having met in the past. I thought that y'all met on the previous planet that Shay was on.
Yes.
And I think
Oh.
Jeff also thought that, I think.
Yes.
I thought we met on this planet.
No, so he wasn't expecting you to be here at all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, that's confusing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then I'm directing him to where my house
And you might have
Great.
told me that you're
Okay.
from Coruscant, but
Yeah, that's an incidental. So, Mott, you may take
That's
your
fine.
turn.
She still would have been like, I live here.
Yeah, so I'm just on the ground. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna kind of hover my way behind Ragro.
You're gonna hop on
just
my
kinda
back?
grab onto your back, and I'm like, let's get out of here, big guy.
Yeah. I'll say that you guys. I'll say you can continue. You can run. Well, we'll do a chase here. Ragro, do a athletics check against no difficulty this time.
Okay.
I'm gonna die.
I wanted those pistols, guys. Dang it.
I have two
I also
advantages.
want to live.
Ooh, 2 success. Okay. Let's see here.
Stop it!
Ooh,
Okay.
Get some help.
Stop.
No, it's fine. You still gained ground against them. I'm gonna go ahead and end the initiative. The officer managed. I'll say the officer managed to get a shot off before chasing after you. Okay.
Yeah.
1 success and 3 threats. So, okay, I got this then. You take
Oh, good.
11 damage.
6.
11 minus 5 is 6. 6 damage.
But was that with his defense?
That was with the defense. However, he tries to take a step to follow you, and his leg gives out from the one that he was shot in earlier.
Ha!
It takes a second for him and the other pirates to try to get up and muster, but they manage to try to chase after the 4 of you. You do manage to round a corner and make it down a few streets, and we're gonna take a quick break so we can get up, go to the bathroom, water, all that fun stuff, and we will be right back after a quick message from myself about RPG sessions. Hello there. That was quite the pickle our players got into. Well, while they are, stretching their legs, getting some water, going to the bathroom, all those fun things, I'm going to show you how to get your first game table set up in RPG sessions. So let's do that really, really quickly. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to rpgsessions.com. Then you'll want to create a free account. Once you get into the application, you'll go to the Games tab at the top, click the New button. You'll select your game's theme, or say Edge of the Empire, and let's call this game The Cult of Jar Jar. Dice theme, you want to select Star Wars, and then you click Create. So then what you're going to do is you're going to copy the link using this green link button at the top, and you're going to send that to your players. Then your players are going to go to rpgsessions.com, go to library, and then what they're going to do is they're going to have to go in and create a new character. They will join the link, they will click add character or vehicle, and then they will select their PC. And that is how you set up your very first game table in RPG sessions. So you can go ahead and just start playing. Now, without further ado, let's get back to Dark Underworld Episode 1. Welcome back to Dark Underworld. We will now continue. So as the group is running away from these pirates, 2 people on the backs of others, the Wookiee and the human, both running in step with each other. Everybody is bleeding. You hear the pirates like kind of far behind you, but you have a good bit of a lead on them.
I look over.
As you continue to run, you start to hear, you're kind of running back at this point towards a more like civilized area. People on the street are getting to be a little bit more common, and you start to hear what sounds like cheering in the distance. And as you round another corner, you see a massive crowd of people like all gathered in the middle of the street. Ragro can barely like make out like almost a circle of opening where people are standing in a circle somewhere towards the middle. But this is in the path of where you guys are trying to go.
We're leading. Wait, me and Kiinon are leading the way, right?
Yes.
Can I roll skullduggery to grab somebody's cloak off of them?
Sure. Roll a
I guess we're like
hard
passing by.
skullduggery check.
1 success, 2 advantages.
Okay. So
yeah.
as you guys you hop off of Ragro's back and sneak up behind somebody just kind of standing in the crowd, trying to like stand on their tiptoes to see whatever. You don't know what's going on. He has his cloak tied around his waist by the sleeves, and you manage to just like very carefully untie the cloak very quickly as well. I'm gonna say the advantages is you do this very quickly. It takes almost no time out of your way to do this, and you now have a cloak. So
Yeah, I'm gonna toss it over Ragro and on me.
so you hop
Just,
back
like,
on
hide
Ragro's
underneath
back
it.
and
But on my back.
yeah. Okay.
He's got a
Great.
big hunchback.
What do Kiinon and Shay do when they see this giant like crowd of people, and they all seem to be facing this opening, like this pit in the middle?
I want to tell Ragro
Can-
to crouch. so he's not like standing out.
Definitely
Since
very
I'm on
much
Kiinon's
hunchback.
back, can I see over people's heads since I'm on a piggyback ride right now?
You can maybe see about the same thing that Ragro sees. Yeah, you kind of see, you manage to see an opening of people in the middle of the street, 40 to 50 feet down the street. And it's maybe, yeah, I mean, there's maybe like 30, 40 people between you and whatever's happening in the middle. But there's the occasional, yeah, coming from people, more so from the people that I can actually see what's going on. And you hear the
recognize anything
occasional,
like this? Like, have I seen something like this happening before?
I would say you're still a little bit of a distance away from your apartment. Roll a knowledge underworld check. Make
Yeah.
it easy.
Wow, you're so smart. Look at all that.
I know, right?
All that
Yeah.
green.
Among all the cheers, though, you also hear like,
Fight.
and you can kind of piece together that this is a pit fight. So pretty much what's happening is people will start a circle ring, and people can come in and try to fight, and people can place bets on the fight, and the winner of the fight receives a cut from the proceedings if they win.
Hey,
that
buddy,
fight.
you should do this.
You also know that Wookiees are generally not allowed to participate because they don't want people to use arms.
Yeah. I just shout to Kiinon, let's keep moving and use this crowd to disappear in and just get someplace safe.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure.
And Kiinon is doing the best he can to help Shay along, even though he's feeling a little bit like he shouldn't be carrying someone. But if it'd be any, he says it's like if it'd be any other person, Shay, I don't think I would be doing this. He tries to blend in with the crowd.
Oh, I'm so honored. And like pats his head.
Keenan, can you do a average perception check?
Yeah, that's 1 success and 1 advantage.
Very nice.
So as you're trying to make your way through the crowd, you manage to overhear like a slight conversation, and after picking up on a few words, you kind of linger for a second to try to hear the rest. So what you overhear is somebody's talking about how the Red Fang, the Black Sun, and the Hutts are all making moves to try to reignite and take control of Coruscant's crime scene among the Empire, you know, probably collapsing. That they've seen things and heard rumors that the Empire is loosening its grip, especially on the Underworld. Pretty much that's what you overhear. You overhear that that there appears to be like a race for the seat of power in the criminal underworld.
Okay.
Shay, would you like to do another knowledge underworld check?
Yes,
While she's doing that, I'm making sure Mott and Ragro are still with us, and if they're behind us,
hard difficulty.
I'm gonna be telling follow us. We have some residents here where we can take some shelter and hopefully cure some of these wounds.
Heck yeah, one
Like-
success, one threat.
We don't know
so,
you. We don't have to do what you say. But yeah, that's a good idea.
She can't help but laugh.
For 1 success and 1 threat, you've heard a rumor, and you can't obviously verify its complete accuracy, but you've heard a rumor that the Great Jabba the Hutt also recently was murdered. So you know that the Hutts are in a definitely weakened state, even more so than would be normal. As you guys are kind of pushing through, you get about halfway through the group, and at this point, because the street's like more narrow than it is long, right? Ragro and Shay are kind of able to take a peek at 2 humans in the middle of this ring, both bloodied, and you manage to catch one glimpse of the last punch of the fight, where the other human just decks the other one right in the face, and he just hits the ground, knocked out.
That's unfortunate.
One of the ringmasters comes out and lifts the hand of the victor. We have a winner! Please proceed over to my good friend over there to collect your winnings. And everybody kind of pulls out like these little cards in their hands. Some happy, others not so much. And they kind of are all making their way kind of on the other side of the street. But it's still crowded enough that you're not easily seen from a distance. From the side you're headed to, there are 2 stormtrooper one stormtrooper sergeant and 2 stormtroopers. They appear to be talking to another person who maybe runs the event going on. As you get closer to the edge of the crowd, you kind of make out that the stormtroopers are trying to get the group disbanded, but to little avail.
Wait, which group are they? Do we all notice that, or is it just them?
I'd say everybody can notice that. It's pretty obvious. And if anybody wants to do, they can do either a Core Worlds or Underworld check. Average.
Can I roll perception to see if those guys chasing us are behind us still or no?
For success. So you know that the stormtroopers don't typically deal with this kind of thing, but if they were to deal with this kind of thing, they would definitely normally come in much larger numbers than they are right now. It's weird for them to be dealing with something like this out of the way, but it's also weird that there aren't a lot of them. It's like 3. So
Okay.
Oh, so we can take them on right now.
yeah. Mott, do a perception check. It's going to be, I say average, but add a setback because it's kind of hard to see through the crowd a bit.
3 successes.
3 success. You look backwards and you can kind of see the head of a couple of the pirates. A couple of them are kind of scanning the crowd, seeing if anybody went in there. The other ones are kind of running forwards down the street to see if y'all kept running.
Are they like decently recognized? Like if I were in a crowd of people, would there be like an identifiable mark that they have? I don't know, like
They wear the little logos.
They wear typically black armor, and as like on their chest plate, like right here, there's kind of a small logo of the red fang.
I'm gonna whisper to Ragro. I'm like, hey buddy, get ready to run.
They're still also like 40, 50 feet away from you, like, and there's a crowd of people between you, and they haven't spotted you. You do notice that they haven't spotted you.
I'm gonna go up to like kind of like how close to the stormtroopers?
So y'all are maybe like 80 people away from the red fang people. Like y'all are pretty far away. You are pretty close to the stormtroopers. So at this point, you've worked your way through the crowd.
Gotcha. Is there anybody here who has like a small bag or like a rock? Roughly like a grenade sized rock. But I'm looking for something that's like a rock size.
I can use one of your successes to say like you notice a small piece of concrete, pretty much Duracrete,
Fell off a building.
kind of like between like on the edge of the sidewalk on the street.
I'd like to kind of like swoop out from underneath the cloak, pick it up. Okay, beforehand, I will alert Kiinon. I'm like, hey, buddy, get ready to run us to wherever we're going.
Okay. Okay.
All right, great. And I'm gonna like duck back into the crowd. Can I roll stealth? Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm gonna throw it and I'm gonna yell, he's got a thermal detonator!
I'm gonna say
That is true.
deception average.
Can I add a blue dice for finding the rock?
I'm gonna say no to the blue die.
Okay.
Nice.
5 successes.
Yo.
Because I'm deceiving people, and I am a Toydarian, my voice will shift so that people can't tell. I'm like, he's got a thermal detonator! Ah! And like toss it and then fly back underneath Ragro's cloak. I'm like, get out of here, big guy, get out of here! Quick, use the chaos.
So the crowd immediately like panics. They're screaming. Everybody is running all directions for about 8 seconds. Some people spot something dark flying up into the air further into the crowd, and I assume the 4 of you book it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, after about 8 seconds, the crowd kind of dies down when they realize that there's no actual explosion. But it's just enough for you to create some chaos to make it through without anybody noticing you throughout the entire time that you were pushing through this crowd. After a couple of maybe like 15, 20 minutes of walking / running, as you have breath to do so, we get towards the end, and Kiinon is now like kind of helping a limping Shay, and you finally make it to Shay's studio apartment.
My abode.
Yeah. Shay unlocks the door. You walk upstairs, this little skinny stairway that leads up to the second floor. It's a bunch of buildings that are kind of like next to each other, almost like a long apartment complex of a sort.
It ain't fancy by any means.
Yeah, and you walk up, and it's maybe like a 15 by 25 foot room. And in that entire room, there's a cot, there's a kitchen, a sofa, and on one wall there is a bathroom. Like on the wall with a door. No, there's a door to a bathroom that's open on one of the walls.
I help Shay in and take a seat, maybe
Thank you.
propping her leg up and say, anybody have any medical supplies?
No, but I have a question for Shay. For the
what?
lady.
What, huh?
I just want to make sure we are safe here. There's nobody who's going to do anything like, you don't have anybody here who's gonna be, like, coming after us? Like, a big guy's not doing hot. Like, he can spend a couple days here in your bathtub lying low.
We should be fine. There's only like one person that might come by, and that's my boss, and that's because I owe him money now. But I have it on me to give to him.
Oh, great, yeah.
And plus, I'm probably not going to show up at work tomorrow because, I can't walk. So, other than him, no one cares.
Great, yeah, there's absolutely no connection with your boss and anybody else who might want us dead.
I can't guarantee that.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll stay here.
Make yourself as comfortable as you can in this space.
Sure. Is this place clean?
Looks around.
Is your house...
I mean, it's relatively clean. It looks like she's not there that often.
Does there appear to be any fairly sturdy furniture?
No.
Floor.
Everything in there is relatively
The
cheap.
bathtub.
You could lay on her bed technically because I think it's like just a futon on the ground. Like, it's not really a bed. Don't beg my bed. Yeah,
You hear a
but, like,
disgruntled groan from the Wookiee.
Nate, would I have like medical supplies in my house? Like, would I have like a first aid kit or anything?
Would you like to spend a Destiny token to have a first aid kit?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. I click it.
So you have a med kit that's in one of the cabinets of your kitchen. A med
I
kit
tell
typically
Kiinon where it is.
includes some like gauze and bandages and disinfectant and a stim pack. There's like one stim pack in there.
Someone might want to go help the Wookiee. I don't know how much bandages are going to help my foot right now.
I think we need a doctor, lady. I don't mean to be a jerk, but like, do you know a doctor? What am I supposed to do with this thing? I'm not a doctor. Hey, Ragro, catch.
Catch.
Like, throw him the box.
Does she have any kind of like communication device, Nate? Like in her house?
You probably have like a comm link.
She's going to call her boss.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna head over by Mott. I'm assuming, since this is Shay's apartment, she probably has some type of table there where she can work on stuff, tools that maybe.
Yeah, there's like a table with a single. There's two chairs at the table.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
She probably has a workbench somewhere.
I'll probably be just kind of wandering around there, taking a look at her tools. Picking up a tool and stuff like that. And I'm gonna work.
I would say the table probably is your workbench though. At the house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And I'm gonna head over to Mott and say, so I never caught your name.
Don't believe I gave it to you.
Well, what is it then? You have a name, don't you?
Yeah, I'm just...
What do people
I'll
call
tell you
you
what.
when they want your attention?
Yeah, maybe whether I can trust you or not. So here's what we're gonna do.
Do you?
I'm gonna look you in the eyes.
Okay.
Are you a liar?
I'm too important to be a liar.
Yeah, I believe that you think that. All right, sure. my name's Mott.
Mott. A pleasure. Yeah. And he kind of says it dripping with disdain. A pleasure to meet you. And your friend here?
Oh, that's Ragro.
Ragro.
Yeah, it sounds a little different in Wookiee tongue.
He's kind of like leaning up against the wall, like breathing heavily, sitting on the ground.
Trying to use bandages, but they're just not enough bandage to wrap.
It's like just barely wrapping around his leg one time,
It's just bleeding straight through. It's not even helping.
Kiinon gets up and kind of starts to walk around. It's like, so what did those pirates want? How have you wronged them?
I pull out like some dice. I'm just kind of like shaking them, like, who can say what pirates want?
Oh, are you a gambling man?
What?
The dice, the dice there.
Oh no, these are chance cubes. I like a comfort thing.
Oh. How about this? Why don't you take a chance cube and I'll take a chance cube and we can ask each other a question. And if by chance, with these chance cubes, if they come out positive, then we can share a little bit and show some trust to each other.
All right, so explain it to me again, because sometimes I'm not the brightest bulb in the batch. You want me to?
Yes,
we'll split up the dice.
I can sense.
We each take a cube.
I can sense that these pirates were not fond of something about you. Maybe something you did, something you took. Who knows, right? But I'm thinking that you can share with me and maybe leave it up to chance with these chance cubes to share.
All right, sure. If both dice turn up blue,
Mm-hmm.
I'll share a little bit. But then, then I get to ask you a question. And if both dice turn up blue, you gotta share.
That's a great idea.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna say if a D6. Odds are red, evens are blue.
I ask your question, and then we'll roll.
Okay. I'll go first.
Yeah, of course. And I hand him one of the cubes.
Okay. What do those pirates want with you and your friend?
All right, let's roll.
So Mott throws his dice, and immediately it just it rolls over to red.
Oh, both red.
Kiinon, kind of a little delayed, throws his, but after he sees Mott's turn red, he kind of is like, doesn't really care about his roll anymore, but his roll ended up being red too. But he's like, okay, well,
haha,
How are
two
you
reds.
protecting that?
You have to tell me the truth.
2 red, double nothing. If you can make us roll 2 reds again, I'll tell it to you. How about that?
Okay.
But I'm a gambler, man. I think luck might have brought us into this room together. If luck wants me to share more information, we'll see what happens.
Of course. Well, you can ask me and Shay a question.
Here's
Wait,
my
why am I
question.
getting involved
Quiet,
in
Shay.
this?
Go ahead. Here's my question.
Quiet, Shay.
Nobody asked you.
We're in my house. Rude.
What was the 2 of you guys doing outside of the that establishment? Seemed like you was looking to ambush us before the other guys, huh? And I throw my die very accusingly.
and Mott's
Red.
lands red, but Kiinon's
Blue.
lands blue.
Looks like we don't have to answer, but stop accusing me of things I didn't do.
Does look that way, doesn't it, huh?
Yes.
Can I still answer?
Oh, yeah, sure, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you not to.
Good, because I didn't care about you guys. I was just getting my money back from those stupid pirates.
It's a weird place to be to get money back from some pirates after telling us that we're in danger.
Is that the
Yeah, because I heard them say you were in danger.
Is
And you want
that
a
the whole
bleeding heart?
truth, Shay?
Yeah, it actually is.
Okay, so you weren't there for the artifact at all. You were only there to get money. Okay.
She was getting her money back. I mean, it's no. Okay, wait. It's not the full truth because she was curious about what the crap this artifact is, but she really didn't want to get involved in anything. If
Right.
it was something she could easily nick, she would. So no, it's not the full truth.
Okay, so Shay, roll deception against Mott's discipline, but Shay can add 2 boost die because you're telling. Actually, I say yeah, you can add 1 boost die because you're telling a partial truth. What is your discipline, Mott?
3 green.
So it's 3 purple.
Ooh.
failures, 2
Look at
threats.
that.
So Mott has a very keen sense of reading people, and he knows that there was probably some truth in that statement, but there's definitely more to that statement.
Oh, thanks. Now, I was wondering. Here I thought you guys were problematic for us, but it's nice to know you were just there trying to get some money and heard something you probably shouldn't have and was trying to do the right thing.
Well, I can't talk for someone else. I just ran into him.
Yeah, you guys seem pretty buddy-buddy when you jumped on his back.
Well,
He kind of owed me.
she was injured. She needed some help, and I was the only one around.
I mean, there was a lot of other guys around who probably would have been willing to help put her down.
Exactly, and quite frankly, Shay is better use alive than dead.
All right. How do you two
Being
know
talked
each
about
other?
like
How
a
about
tool.
that?
I saved his butt one time.
What does that mean?
I saved his butt one time.
Well-
What do you think it means?
No, I mean,
You gotta roll for that one.
sure, I can roll for that one.
We don't need to
Give me-
go into
hold
that.
on, where's my
I gave
die?
you free information. I gave you free information.
Give
You
her-
have
give
to
her-
roll
give
for
her the
that
cube.
one.
Give her the cube.
Give me a cube. I haven't even made my phone call yet. Give me a
I
cube.
have the talking chance cube.
Shay throws and
Oh, oops.
and it rolls
That's
over
fine.
to blue.
I was going with the blue one again.
Bah,
It
but
doesn't
Mott
matter, we can get
rolls
the same
red.
color. Oh no, I don't have to answer. Whatever will I do?
Yeah, it's part of the game of life.
Kiinon is,
But you trust him?
What?
You trust him? Is that a fair assessment?
of course, she trusts me.
I don't trust anyone.
No, Shay, you do.
Do I?
Of course.
I don't trust anyone. But as much as I can trust someone, sure, he's got enough. He hasn't ever killed me in my sleep when he could have, so.
Whoa. All right, that's good to know. Ragro's never killed me in my sleep.
So we're all friends here.
All right.
Sometimes I wish I had.
In Wookiee that none of us understood. Except for the
Yeah,
one
no,
that
he
wasn't
backed me up on
supposed to.
that one.
Kiinon's gonna.
I need to make a phone call, so.
Yeah, you gonna call
You
that
guys
doctor
keep
friend of
having your
yours?
fun. Not a doctor, but someone that might help. Sort of, maybe. I don't know. The only person I know.
So Shay
right.
Shay grabs a comlink and heads down the stairs and out the front door. Stands kind of on the sidewalk.
I just press the callie button.
Beep, boop, beep.
I'm like, pick up.
After it rings for a few seconds, you hear pick up. Shay, this had better be good. It's you know what time it is?
I don't care. I was on an important call or whatever. Do you know how much danger you put me in?
No more than usual.
Yeah, it was more than usual. Do you know? Well, for one thing, I have your money, but only if you can help me get a doctor to my house.
A doctor?
I don't want to lose this
How
leg.
much trouble
It
did you
looks
get
great.
into?
I got shot in the leg, and it doesn't look great.
What did you do to make What did you do to make those pirates angry? Why would they attack you? You were just there
It
to
wasn't
attack their
me.
blasters. Fix the blasters.
I was by someone, and then they thought I was involved with them, but I wasn't. And I even told them, I'm like, yo, I fixed your blasters. Let me go. And they didn't. They shot at me. So I almost lost a foot.
Shay, you
So
always
do you know
make
a
things
doctor
so
or not?
complicated. Fine, I will send a doctor to you, but this will cost you the credits that you just earned.
I was going to use your credits to pay for it because you're the one that put me in danger.
If you got shot, it's probably because you were doing something you shouldn't have been doing.
Who sends a coworker, a person, to pirates? You sent me to the pirates. You didn't even make them come to us.
Yeah, have you ever tried not making the Red Fang angry? You should try it sometime.
I didn't do anything. They shot me.
They
I
shot
highly doubt
first.
that. So is this doctor for you or for someone else?
Both?
Okay, well, I know a guy. I'll see if I can get them to you in the morning. I doubt he's awake at the moment, and I don't think I can reach him.
Can you try?
I can try. No promises. While Shay is downstairs on the phone with K-Dak, what are the remaining three of y'all up to upstairs?
I'll look at the chance cube and be like, how about this? How about this? Because we're both curious. Curious individuals are usually smart individuals. Yeah, that's a fair assessment of somebody, right?
Of course, of course.
Oh, you seem like a wise man to me.
Oh, very wise, very wise.
All right. How about we gamble one more time? I will roll and throw the cubes. If they turn up blue, I will tell the truth. And you get to ask the question. If it turns up red, I get to ask the question, and you must tell the truth.
Of course, yes. I think that is a splendid idea.
Wonderful. All right. The cube, please.
I'm gonna spend 2 Dark Side Destiny tokens to make the chance cube so Mott has to answer it truthfully.
Wow, I was gonna skullduggery to make it so he had to, but okay.
Yes.
All right. So I thank you. Ah.
Well, look at that.
Ah.
Look at that. Fate
Yeah, would you look at it?
is with us, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. Ugh. What do you want?
Okay, so Mott, I'm still very, very curious about your involvement with the Red Fang. What's it about? Why were they after you? What were they looking for? What did you do?
Pirates. All right. We have in our possession something the pirates want. It's not very valuable. I can't seem to sell it. But the pirates seem to want it a lot. And if the pirates want it a lot, it's got to be valuable. But I can't seem to sell it. So, without understanding what the value is of an object, trying to unload said object becomes very difficult. So, we're Ragro and we're just trying to figure out how we can get rid of this object and unload it without having to worry about the pirates.
Kiinon comes and kind of stands right in front of Mott and kind of gives him a stare that Mott gave to him, trying to act like he's trying to read Mott. And Kiinon says, "You still have this, and with this, there's great treasure with it." Ooh, great treasure. Aha. And you're not.
I'm sorry. What?
And you're not aware of this, are you? Oh, interesting. He's trying to make it seem like he's totally just reading Mott, when he's using information that he already knows.
What are you doing? Hey, cut that out. What are you doing? What do you mean? You're just talking at me like this. Hold on. I didn't ask for any type of what is this?
How about this? Why don't you give me the item and I will sell it for you?
No.
Well, perhaps we can come to a mutually beneficial agreement then.
What's your name again?
And he stands up straight and kind of furls out his jacket, his robe, and says, "I am Sir Kiinon Leobund from the noble house of Massetti.
Well, is that somewhere like on the upper levels?
No, it's in Procopia. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
What do I think I know what that is?
You have something that I believe can benefit all of us, and you don't even realize what you have. I, however, do. I understand exactly what you have.
Mr. House of Procopia, I haven't even shown you the object. I didn't even know what I've got.
About this time, Shay walks in.
What'd I miss?
Nothing. Well, real deep heart to heart.
I got a doctor coming for me and Ragro.
Finally.
Well, eventually. Either tonight or tomorrow morning. I told him hopefully tonight, but no promises.
Kiinon pulls out a stim pack and injects himself with it.
That sounds about right.
Yep, I'm supposed to trust you, buddy. Okay.
So,
Okay.
what can I do to earn your trust? I think we could have something very beneficial together here. Shay, don't you
You
agree?
got 2 more of those stem packs?
Agree with
we
what?
would make a wonderful team
Why do I want a team?
because there
No,
You guys
I'm
almost got me
curious about
killed.
that.
because there's treasure, Shay. There's treasure.
Oh, that's true. That is true. You guys do have a thing. I heard it too. You guys aren't very subtle.
I kind of look at Shay, kind of like,
Can I see it?
like keep
What's
it
less
down.
subtle than a Wookiee and a Toydarian?
She's just like, can I see it?
I tell you what, you two go out in the hallway for a second, and let me talk to Ragro.
I have to get out of my own house.
Yeah, just for a couple seconds.
I was just outside.
Yeah, you can do it again. I just watched you do it.
I can barely walk.
It's fine.
You
You're doing
go
great.
outside.
He's doing great.
There is a bathroom.
We're currently in the bathroom, I thought.
I think y'all are in the main
Because
room.
Ragro's been sitting in the freaking
No,
tub.
we joked about him sitting in the tub. He's sitting on the
okay.
one against a wall.
Against the wall, yeah.
Go talk in the bathroom. I don't want to walk again.
You're
And she
gonna
plops
make
down on the
the
couch.
old Wookiee go into the bathroom when he looks like this right now?
I'm not
He
walking
didn't,
anymore.
he didn't even say anything. He just gives you like the dirtiest look. He's just-
Or you can talk in front of us.
All right, come on, Ragro. We'll go out in the hall.
There is
Shay
there is
pulls up
actually
her
not a
data
hall.
pad.
It's like you go down the stairs and it's think of like almost like a townhome would be. Like you go down the stairs and out, and it's like that's the street at the right at the bottom of the steps.
Oh, okay.
It's not really a townhome. It's a single room apartment. But yeah, so you can either go downstairs and out the door into the front of the building, the street, or you can squeeze into the bathroom.
All right, big guy, what do you want to do?
There's no room in that bathroom. And also, we're leaving a private area if we go outside.
Look. Kiinon, come here. And she like uses him to get up and is like, we'll go in the bathroom and you guys have your little conversation. You got like maybe 2 minutes. I don't know how long I can stay in there with him.
What? And Kiinon just like,
You seem pretty cozy with him on the walk over.
That's because I couldn't
how
walk.
dare you?
You seem doing fine up and down the stairs just now. That's all I'm saying.
Kiinon
Yeah.
marches into the bathroom in a huff, and we're in the.
I'm just
buddy.
imagining Kiinon being like, well, I never.
Exactly. It's like
I
that
never.
is incredibly rude to me.
Question.
Yeah.
While we're standing there, can I do a perception check on him?
For what?
Because he looks all fancy and I'm just like, where did these clothes come from? What is... Man that I found didn't look like this. I also want to see if he has gold on him.
I don't think you'd be able to know if he has gold on him without like patting him down.
I ain't
Hey,
saying
unless
she's a
you wanna
gold
try to
digger,
Pretty
pick-
close right now.
I mean, you could maybe try to pickpocket him.
but I'm looking for the
I don't want to
gold.
pickpocket him while I'm enclosed in
Yeah.
the bathroom.
Well,
But can I just like...
how about this? How
You
about
could
this?
ask him
Jake?
where he got his fancy clothes.
How about this? Yeah, as we're in the bathroom, let's have a conversation, and then Ragro and Mott can have a conversation out there because there's some things I want to tell you too.
That works. Okay, that works.
We're gonna start with
Who first?
Ragro and Mott.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
What's this about?
I mean, you heard the people. They those humans, they want in on the action.
Can I listen through the door?
Roll perception average.
Yes.
Well, from my perspective, I don't like being the only one getting shot at.
Yeah, I thought you'd have something to say about that.
Shay hears nothing. She rolled 2 threat.
But you can't trust them. They're both looking for money.
Hello, Pot. I'm Kettle.
Ragro.
Yeah, no. Ragro would also be like, we're also looking for money. I don't
Ragro,
Yeah,
don't
but
you?
like I know you.
If we can actually use them to get money that we're not getting now.
No.
This
I don't want
this
to
should
lose
be
it.
a
if
little
it's-
bit easier of a decision.
What if? How about? Uh, how long you think it's gonna take you to heal up?
He looks at himself, like covered in like dried blood on his fur. Without a doctor, it'll be a bit.
Yeah, without a doctor, it'd be about 2 weeks probably.
That's unpleasant. All right. Well, how about this? We tell him it's on a trial basis, and we give him, I don't know, like a week or something. And we say that if they let us hole up here for a week, we'll see if we take the trustworthy or not.
Good enough for me.
All right. And at the end of the week, I'll show him the whatever the heck this is.
Sure, whatever you say.
All right. Hi, humans.
So let's see. While they
So
were
in the
talking,
meantime, while
yeah.
that conversation was happening,
I was trying to listen to the door and fell over.
Oh.
made a slight thump. Y'all realize you hear a ow.
Shay, what are you doing?
I fell
Look,
over.
Do you know about what they have as well? Then
Yeah. So, you know the pirates' guns?
yes. I felt some of them. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I was the one modifying those.
Oh.
So I was sitting in their base before y'all showed up, and they were talking about some Wookiee and Todarian that had some kind of things that they stole or
Yes,
something.
yes.
It was important to them, and it was worth something. So that's all
Okay.
I heard.
I don't think that Toydarian and that Wookiee knows what they have.
Oh, I don't either. I highly doubt that. I think they're just like, oh, this looks important,
Yes.
shiny. Maybe I can get
Yes.
money for it.
From what I've understood, there's great treasure and power at the wherever that trinket may lead. Treasure and power.
That sounds like an
Yes.
adventure.
Do you know what that could do? That could do for, and he was about to say for me, but then he kind of hesitates. For us,
I could not live here anymore.
That is correct. I don't think they realize what they have though, and so, this.
Speaking of living here, Mr. Fancy Pants, and she like ruffles his
Yes.
scarf.
Hey!
There's like,
what?
since when do you wear silk and fancy trench
Well-
coats? And you looked really haggard when I found you last.
it's because I didn't have my proper clothing, but since then I've been able to take on a few jobs, earn a few credits, and bring my upstanding to a little bit higher level.
Question: while she's looking him over, does she notice the trinket?
Roll perception. I'm gonna say daunting.
Oh,
It's hiding, but
it's hanging from his belt.
Is it hanging from his belt?
Yes.
Oh,
But-
is it? You're not like wearing it around your neck or anything?
It's it's around my belt, but I mean it could have robes over it, or it could have
That's
Okay, so I'll say
true.
hard.
Okay.
Then.
She did give him a once over, but that doesn't
Yeah.
mean anything.
You do not spot anything out of the ordinary. Your leg
The threat
injury,
is he
your
thinks
leg
she's
injury
checking him
though
out.
is really kind of taking its toll on you. Take a strain.
Look.
She plops down on the toilet because she's just sick of
Yes,
standing.
please sit. So I think if we can make some kind of arrangement with them, I think it'd
Mhm.
benefit us all, and I think it would be handy to have a couple people like them, as long as they don't bring the pirates back looking for us. But I guess they're kind of already looking for me as well. So,
Oh, wait. Rewind. Start again. What was that? They're looking for you too?
All right, humans.
Okay, let's go see what they let's go see what they have to say.
No,
I exit
She
the
grabs on
door.
your coat.
Opens
She grabs
bathroom
on
door.
your coat. You open the door. She's just like dragging along.
And what Shay, please. What did you decide then?
Yeah, we came to a decision. Look, I don't like this. All right, look, cards on the table, right? We're all betting men and women.
Cards on the table. We got shot at because we were around you, and then I saved your butt by bringing you to my apartment. You were saying?
Yeah, no. When you show somebody your cards, usually that means you're telling them something they don't know.
Keep going.
Yeah. So cards on the table. Talked with Ragro. We believe, while I don't know that we can trust you just yet, we are open to establishing a line of trust and seeing where it goes. We would like to stay here for a week, and at the end of the week, if you seem trustworthy, we will show you the object that the pirates are after. And assuming no pirates show up, and assuming you don't do anything that I overtly shows malicious towards us, we'll let you come along with us as we figure out what to do with this thing. And you can maybe have an opinion about it.
I look over at
How's that
Shay
sound?
and kind of see what she thinks.
I don't want 4 people, or 4 with me, involved. In this tiny apartment for that long, I
We
don't think I can
agree.
handle it. But also, excuse me.
Perfect. We have a deal.
Shay, you know that the apartment directly below you is currently empty, though there
But
may
I
not be
do
furnished
have
at
an
all.
arrangement. Though I do have an arrangement that might work, as long as you're okay with squatting and breaking and entering.
Ragro.
Unless you want to pay for an apartment, which I highly doubt you do.
Free living's good.
Sure, yeah, we'll take it.
Kiinon puts his hand out to shake it, in front of Matt or Mott and Ragro.
Also, on top of the whole, we'll show you at the end of the week thing. How do I even know you still have it on you and haven't ditched it somewhere?
You don't, and I might have.
So I don't trust you.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just curious.
No, at the
Like,
end of the
I'm
week,
gonna
I
be
will
here
show it to
curious
you.
the whole
That is the agreement. We build trust by shaking this fine gentleman's hand, and I will
You're staying in my house.
Shake
I'm
his
getting
hand.
nothing from this. I have
Well,
3
yeah,
freeloaders.
Yeah, I'll shake your hand. Oh, no, we're not staying in your house. We're staying below you. You don't even own that place, do you?
No,
No, yeah, so all you did was tell us a place we can go break and enter into,
that's true. But currently, you're in my house.
which you have told us to vacate.
I haven't. I just said you can't stay here for a whole week.
All right.
I turn to Ragro and say, Ragro, there were combatants on you, and I shot at them. You can trust me.
I did too.
Uh-huh.
Right?
There sure were people on me.
Yes. And I shot at them. I shot at
He
them.
says, wow, that's very kind of you.
Many
I
times.
hope you continue to do so.
Only if necessary.
Look, for now, we need to heal up. We should probably stay in one place and not make too much attention
Yes.
to ourselves because there are people looking for us now. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Tomorrow, the 2 of you can break and enter if you want, but I'd like you to stay near anyways because then I can make sure to see whatever the thing is.
Yeah, and I trust that you'll make us food, too. Well, we don't have any food. You
no.
don't want us walking around because we're you see a Toydarian, a Chewie, and a Wookiee.
At least you can walk around. I can't.
I mean,
Getting this
I'm not
beat up
saying
does
who has to
build
make
up
the food.
quite
I'm
an
happy to
appetite.
have Pretty Boy over here do it for us. I just, you don't want me
I don't
going
even
out
know
to
if he
grab
knows how to
groceries.
make food.
Well,
So
Pretty boy, do you know how to make food?
well, look at the time. I think it's
Do-
time to just retire for the evening.
are Ragro
sleeping in the bed.
and Mott and other people planning on staying and breaking into the downstairs room, or are they all just going to stay in Shade's apartment for now?
Sounds like we're staying the night this night.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody goes to bed. Everybody can heal any strain that they have.
Oh,
Everybody
look
can
at
heal 1 wound. So the next morning, everybody wakes up and bright and early, you hear a knock sound on the door.
I hobble over to the door, creak it open.
Yeah. Outside, you see a middle-aged female human with dirty blonde hair and a bun and some like round glasses, wearing a white coat, carrying a light blue, like baby blue briefcase. Hello, is this Shay's residence?
Yeah, you the doctor?
Yes. And then she like kind of hits the button to open the door now that it's open, and kind of like brushes past you and walks past. Okay, so
That works.
who needs healing?
All of us. Well,
And she
most of us.
turns around and sees a bloodied up Wookiee sleeping on the floor. Oh,
Yeah, and a bloodied up, Toydarian, and then Kiinon stands up and is like, "Yes, I think I have some lacerations
A
right
boo-boo.
here. Some help would be very beneficial."
okay.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you help the human guy over there first? Yeah, of course. That seems useful.
I
Why don't we
hobble
make
over
an
and
orderly
sit back on
line
the bed.
here?
Oh, sure. Yeah, make the Wookiee have
I'm
to get
kidding.
up.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Don't be so sensitive. I think the Wookiee probably needs help first, and she sits down next to the Wookiee, pulls out, opens up her blue briefcase and pulls out another med pack. Okay, let's see what we can do. How you doing, big boy? Are you hurt? Oh, you're hurt, aren't you?
What a good big
this
puppy.
Incredibly patronizing is what he says.
He said, yeah,
But-
he says
Sorry,
he's in
honey,
a lot
I
of
don't
pain right
understand
now.
Wookiee.
Wait, say that again, Joe.
He says he's in a lot of pain right now and appreciates the tone of voice you're using.
I am going to kill you one of these days.
He says the faster you help him, the more likely you'll be able to get a Wookiee life debt. Yeah, they just hand those out, apparently.
You can heal.
He loves your glasses, too.
You can heal 1 wound, and you can heal your critical injury, removing that lowers your brawn. She managed to also to pull out a stim pack and be like, I was not informed that this is the issue that I was being sent to. I have the rationale a little bit, but here, and she just kind of like, without saying much, like sneakily stabs you in the leg with a stim pack. This should help. Do not do any strenuous activity. You need at least a week of no exertion. You are on bed rest, big fella.
Yeah, big fella.
Okay. And
As soon as she
sta-
turns
stands
around, there's
up
kind
and
of like
brushes off her
a
hands.
wanting to. And then he
She
puts
stands
his
up,
arms
brushing
down.
up her hands. Now, who's next?
Me.
Oh, your leg. And she kind of pulls up. Oh, what are you wearing? Are you wearing like pants or shorts or?
She would have been wearing pants, too,
Pants,
so she would have had
okay.
to roll those up. Yeah.
Okay, so
They're like leggings, to be fair, but yeah.
okay, so I'm assuming you just show her your injury then. Oh my.
Yeah.
What is the severity of yours, Shay?
Why did you
I think
roll
it's-
the worst on all of those d8s, though?
3.
That's what I'm wondering.
3. Okay.
Great.
Wonderful. This doctor is amazing. Yeah. I'll say that he is able to heal you of 1 HP as well. Is there anybody else that actually needed healing?
I could.
Hey, Doc, while you're looking at people, I don't think this is supposed to look like this.
She comes over to Mott and looks, and she kind of like pulls out a little bit of gauze and just kind of wraps it around you and says, by the time the Wookiee's up and running, this should be good to go as well. Just keep it wrapped, keep it clean. You don't need any infections. If you get a temperature, go to the nearest hospital. In fact, why didn't you all just go to the hospital last night?
Yeah, hey, that's a great question. Why did they just send a medical droid, huh?
A medical droid could not do what I do.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I could go for trying to heal my crit.
Looks like it's 2.
Yeah, in fact, so I say yes. Under my robe right here, against my shoulder, I think is in need of some attention. I can't remove my robe though. I'm sorry. Can you just fix that? Just reach right in there.
It makes it a little bit harder, but I can try.
Why can't you remove your robe?
Of course, this is the one that. So yeah, you are healed of your critical injury.
Okay.
Now, I need all of you bed rest 1 week. Do not do anything strenuous.
Yeah,
Excuse me, lady.
I'll tell you.
What am I supposed to do about my leg?
Just give it some rest and see if it gets better. If it doesn't, you might have to go see somebody else.
Yes,
I
somebody
have-
else.
Thank you. So helpful.
I had to make it to the office in 15 minutes, and it's a 15-minute walk. So I am out of here. Consider my my debt to your boss fulfilled.
Perfect. I don't owe you anything. Good.
And she kind of, like, proud of herself, picks up her her briefcase and makes her way down the stairs. You hear the door opening.
I immediately comlink my boss.
If I ever see that woman again,
I'm feeling much better. What a wonderful woman.
Ugh.
Do you comlink your boss?
Yeah. Pretty boy, can you go somewhere else and be happy?
Of course.
Yeah, I comlink boss.
What do you say?
I'm just like, who the crap was that?
An old friend. Just be lucky she was
Being
willing to go
stingy on
see you for
things
free.
again? Yeah, I see why it was free. She did literally nothing.
I doubt that. Just be thankful.
You should come look at my legs, sir.
Well, she
I
stabbed
can't
the
even
Wookiee.
walk.
You
He looks
angered the Red Fang. Consider yourself lucky you're not dead. And he just kind of like hangs up.
She just looks at her comm and is like, I'm not coming to work today. I hope you know. She knows he can't hear her.
Yeah.
She just said it anyways.
Yeah, I think you got the gist.
Yeah, you're so helpful.
So over the course of the next week, everybody is getting a little bit more acclimated to each other. Kind of thinking of like a montage of, people in the apartment, like Ragro moving spots on various walls occasionally after like using the restroom. Maybe Mott and Kiinon playing various Chance Cube related games at the table. Shay just kind of like watching with her leg propped up, just trying to will her leg to heal. So after 1 week finally passes, everybody can heal 6 more wounds. Shay can roll resilience versus 3 purple. It's probably not going to go well.
Oh wait, I can also roll
fake
resilience
leg.
against mine.
You
Yeah,
can
I have another one.
Ragro, any remaining critical injuries, you can roll.
Oh my gosh.
This can happen once a week.
Nah.
2 failure, 2 threat.
Okay.
Ragro got it.
I
Nice.
got it.
Ragro is healed of his last critical injury. Shay, despite willing all of her best efforts to fix her leg is still crippled.
She is.
And the leg is
so
still in
she
pain.
hasn't-
Take 2 strain.
So she hasn't had a chance to give her boss back the money that she's supposed to, really.
Mhm.
So she is adding it to her own.
Sounds good. And I'm going to say this is on the night of the 7th night. It's time.
we
It's
rest?
time for someone's word to be fulfilled.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah,
Show
hey
us the
Kiinon,
thing.
I want to talk to you outside real quick.
Of course.
You can also
Yes.
if you can also maybe describe if there's any discussions that had in the week.
She just asked Kiinon where he's been and why he's here.
Yes, well, Shay, actually, it's quite serendipitous that we have met again. You provided such great assistance to me at such a low moment in my life. I look at this as this must be the will of the Force of those that believe in that.
I think it's just you crashing at my house again.
Well, it is something that I didn't anticipate or plan, but I am here. You once again are graced with my presence, and so I am finding it quite lovely. But why am I here? That is a good question.
This isn't a normal place that people just show up, especially fancy folk.
Well, I will admit sometimes I do feel a little out of place here, but I just feel like maybe there's something else for me here. After our first meeting and your assistance to get me back on my feet, I've been able to find some jobs and make my way over to the core, and I'm feeling like there's something here that will benefit me and my destiny.
You didn't follow me, right?
No, of course not. No.
Good. That'd be creepy.
Yes, no,
I want nothing to do with where I came from, so let's not speak of it.
Really? You have some reservations?
More like reasons to not go back.
Well, Shay, I think we have some things in common that way. I think we can both look forward then.
Yeah, to what? I don't know.
So throughout the week, Mott, you still have the book as well.
Oh, can I read that?
Yeah, if you want.
That'd be
You do have the book though.
I like
I'm nosy
glance
as
at
crap
it.
and ask what
Are-
you're reading.
I'll say metagaming a little bit. There's a puzzle with the book, but it's not. I want y'all to actually solve it in real life. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you roll to solve it though. I might maybe give you a hint or something
I like puzzles.
for a good roll or
If
something.
she sees you reading a book, she's gonna be like, "What are you reading? I didn't even know you could read."
Yeah, no, I'm really into engineering history and guide to lightsabers.
Yeah, you definitely look like someone that would like lightsabers. What, did you find a kyber crystal or something?
I don't know what that is, but no.
Obviously very into lightsabers.
I'm into the history and engineering side of it, not the crystal side of it.
Yeah. Do you like digging holes or?
No. Do you?
Anyways, no. What are you reading?
I just told you.
Why are you reading it?
I'm curious to better
Truthfully.
understand. Look, I don't ask you what you are or are not reading, do I?
I'm bored. I'm stuck in my house for a week with crazy people.
Sure, here, let me just read it to you.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm gonna start reading an excerpt from it.
The lightsaber was founded by Jedi Master, and it goes on and so forth. As throughout the day, throughout the little bit you've read of it so far, it does actually seem like it's a real engineering history and guide to lightsabers. There's nothing necessarily out of the ordinary about it. It seems very straightforward. Yeah, so I'd say by the time like Shay saw it, you maybe have like it's maybe a couple days into the week.
I've read this maybe twice. Like
Okay.
2 days out of the week, I've spent a sum total of probably about an hour and a half reading it.
Okay, sounds good.
As he's reading it out loud, he gets stuck on a big word.
Yeah.
Oh no, he could read the big words. He just doesn't want to read it.
It's too much effort.
Oh, maybe
while
he
Shay's
does get stuck
there-
on the big words. What's an intellect 2? Is that like pretty dumb or is that pretty like average?
It's average.
While you're sitting there, Shay's just like, so are you two from this area or did you just like get here? Because I've never seen you before. Y'all are kind of unique.
I'm not from anywhere around here.
And you?
Lower.
Oh, interesting.
Don't really want to talk
But you're
about
from
it.
this planet? Yeah?
What?
You're from this planet?
Yeah, no, that was the implication when I said lower.
Well, yeah, I was just reiterating said fact.
Yeah.
Oh,
You,
interesting.
you know how they say you can't leave Coruscant?
I don't think I've ever heard that
Yeah, well,
before.
it's a thing they say when you live on the lower levels.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Did you guys meet on the lower levels, or like,
No,
how
no.
does a Wookiee and a Tordarian become?
No, yeah, we met off
How
world.
does a? I thought you said you don't leave.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's the saying.
What, is anything that comes out of your mouth true?
What do you mean?
Ever-
Everything I just said was true. That is the
I
saying.
feel like I.
You don't leave Coruscant. I am currently on Coruscant. We met off world.
Makes sense to me. I don't.
Thanks, Ragro.
Right, I'm not getting anywhere with this. I was trying to make friendly conversation, and she just like goes back over to her bed and flops down.
Yeah.
Dramatic Disney princess flop.
Fast forwarding through the week, it finally gets to the night of the 7th night.
I throw a paper ball at Mott's head.
There we go.
At the end of the week.
All right.
Ragro, how are you
What?
feeling?
Do you know what day it is?
You feeling better? Feeling well?
Whatever the day is.
Better. Yes.
Splendid, splendid. Well, look at the date. Here we are together. End of the week.
Show me the thing.
Yeah. It helps if you ask a little nicer, all right? Let's try using
When are you
please.
ever nice?
Wait, I'm very nice. I'm plenty nice.
Oh, please,
Just
Mr.
pull out the
Tordarian,
thing.
show
I've
me
been
the
told I'm very
shiny.
charming. I'm told I'm
No.
very charming. Thank you very much.
Please,
But sure, here, hold on.
Let's just remember that we're all here working together. All here working together.
Begrudgingly.
Mott,
Uh,
can you show us the item?
yeah, Ragro, the door. And I'm gonna go like to the window. Do you have windows here? I'm gonna
Like one.
just like lower the blinds so there's like barely a little bit of light that comes in like through like one like I like prop open like the middle blind and I like stand by like a little bit farther away from it so like where it would hit like the light would hit
It would like spotlight it.
yeah. So like I pull that I reach into my cloak my overcoat and I'm like, all right, we clear over there? I look to Ragro.
We're good.
All right. And I pull out this little round 6-inch object that has already been described to you, so you know what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Scroll down.
But
in the
I
shadow.
angle it so that the light kind of hits off of the red of the star.
Yeah.
Ooh, shiny.
And the light does pass through it. As you look at it, there is a slight transparency to the star as well.
Ooh,
This
pretty.
This is the artifact.
Can I look at the writing on it and see if I can identify
Hey,
it?
whoa, don't get too close. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to help you see what's on it.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I can even like try to use my data pad to look up information.
Right, and you look at it. It is unlike any language you've ever seen, and you're pretty well read.
Okay.
It looks ancient, whatever it is, and then you find zero information about this language.
It's a round object. It is a
Okay,
red.
do knowledge outer rim territories and make it formidable or daunting or sorry formidable. Yeah, formidable.
Yeah, this ain't happening, guys.
Ooh, I believe. Wait. Can she roll with the?
One success,
There you go.
3 threats.
There you go.
Wow. Okay. You know that the 7-point star is pretty much a symbol for found like from Dathomir, but you have no idea.
Okay.
You have no idea like really what it is. You read it in a book at one point a long time ago, maybe some like novel. You don't know where you know it from or anything about it, but you do know that it's a good chance it has the Dathomir origin.
Wait, I recognize this.
You do?
Slightly, kinda ish.
Yes.
I'd like to roll to see if she's telling the truth. I'm immediately skeptical of her saying she recognizes it.
That's fine, go for it.
What do I have to roll to know that?
Because she's not lying. So I say like
not
just
lying.
just do discipline against like a purple. An easy discipline check.
Watch him fail.
Success to advantages. You know that she is telling the truth.
I'd
And
say
you
more.
also, in the advantages, you also remember that symbol is found on the binding of the book.
There's a book I've read. It had information. The book you read had the same symbol on it.
Would you have spotted the
Give me
binding of the book?
Shay, yes.
Okay. I don't know how.
Books
Like,
be
I
interesting.
guess we
to
didn't
Shay.
really cover like how much you actually held and inspected the whole book.
It's
Mott
possible
let you.
Well,
my
she was watching
hand
him
covered
read
like the
it.
front of it, you know, where it was like,
if he's reading it, the spine is showing.
Yeah. Okay.
But also, she's just interested in books. She likes knowledge in general.
Okay.
yeah, you want the history and guide to lightsabers.
Yes, gives.
I like. Well, hold on. What did we say before? Pleasantries go a long way.
Only if you use them with me too.
Yeah, sure. Please, will you be nice about it?
Sure. Please, may I see your fancy book that you don't know how to read?
Yes, of course. You can take a look at. I do know how to. What do you mean don't know how to read? I know how to read the dang book. I was just reading it. I read like an hour and a half.
She takes it out of your hand.
I pull out the
She
book.
takes it out of your hand. She is looking and inspecting it. She sees the spine. She sees if there's any other markings inside the book that are similar, that sort of thing.
There's nothing
And
There's
she
nothing
has-
inside the book to signify.
She uses the light that's shining through the thingy to shine onto the same one that's on the spine.
Roll hard perception check.
Am I on mine? No, I'm on
And
his.
Shay, you said Dathomir, right? You actually said that out loud?
I didn't say it
okay.
out loud.
Can I?
You said
Can I?
hard?
If she says
everybody,
it out
everybody
loud,
may do a hard perception check.
My
two
perception's
threats.
not gonna be.
2 successes.
Okay, so that's fine.
There
We'll
you
do that
go.
then. Mott, as she shines the light, she holds up the artifact,
Nice.
shining the light through the artifact directly onto the book, and
Hey, what are you doing?
it's just nothing's happening. Mott and Kiinon, kind of from different on either side, standing on either side of Shay, and you kind of happen to notice that you can barely see it through one of the fins of the star.
That's it.
You can see like red glowing words appear on the book as you look through the star.
Oh, right. There's something.
I don't think anything's
There's
happening.
no, there.
Hey, no, hold on.
Yes.
I don't think it.
Do you-
Yeah, I
What?
see words.
I see that as well, Mott. Right over here.
Do I tilt it this
Oh,
way
no,
or like?
go back a little bit.
Go
back.
Okay. Yeah. What?
Yes.
Right here.
Yeah. Don't move.
Okay.
Mott peeks his head over and like
I can't
looks
read.
more centered on the star. And as you look inside this book, the black words of the history of lightsabers is now a deep crimson red. But I mean, you're standing a little bit away from the book. So I mean, are you gonna like?
Wait, is everything? What do you mean? Like the the title
the
is
words
mentioned
the words
color.
the history of lightsabers has vanished, and new red words have appeared only when you look through the crystal in the middle of the artifact.
Can you repeat what the words are?
Yeah. So as you
Sorry.
take the book and inspect it with the artifact?
Yeah. Can I do it in such a way that like the others are also able to look at it, or is it just kind of like a single person?
Sure. So
I could see
I'm gonna-
Kiinon
I'm gonna
maybe
say
trying to
that-
help you hold it in a way that you could maybe, if
yeah,
there's something I can do to
so
help.
As you it appears to be
Also,
talking
when
about
I
like
hand
history
over-
and culture still, but it's not about lightsabers anymore. As you ask to flip to the front page, the new title on the inside of the book, The Unrecorded History of Dathomir. So as you are searching, like, are you guys flipping through the book, like reading? You
I'm gonna
skimming
read out
through?
loud just so that everyone can like.
Yeah.
So at the very
hear it.
beginning of the book, it talks about this is the lost recordings of Dathomir and its culture. This is like the only place this information can ever be found. As you kind of reading it seems like it's still not helpful in that sense. It seems really just like a history of Dathomir. As you continue to read, you kind of just start like skimming the pages a little bit more until you get to where you noticed a page torn out of the book. As you get to that page, the page on the left is missing, and the page on the right, you see a picture of the artifact. But it's only half the artifact. The other half, you assume, is on the missing page. But on this picture of the artifact in the book, the inscription around the outside is in basic. You are able to glean half of what you assume what's half of what this artifact says. And it's not even like the first half of the second half. It's kind of
Middle.
somewhere in the middle, you assume, because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Power that spills freely from the fallen. A sacrifice beckons, for power is no patient prize.
So we need to find this page.
Where did you get this book?
Some guy gave it to us.
About this time, you hear a dinging sound, like a notification almost, with a slight warbling of something flying. And you hear like a dong, dong on the downstairs door.
You said there's no guests here, right? Downstairs?
It shouldn't be.
Kiinon will move over to the stairs and look down to the door.
You expect a company?
Shay, is there someone
Here.
who's supposed to be here?
Dong, dong.
Is it downstairs that we're hearing this?
It's coming from the front door.
From my front door?
Yes.
I'm not expecting anyone. Check the people.
Okay.
I look to the people.
I'll tell
So,
people to
as you are looking at this, Mott hears another chirping sound coming from his pocket.
I'm gonna reach in my pocket.
The little chip that you got is now blinking blue.
Put it back in my pocket. Probably not important. Alright, open the door. I know who it is. Open the door.
You know who it is?
Yeah, I know who it is.
Oh.
You open the door, and a flying messenger droid makes its way into the middle of the living room. George Hollow appears. Hello, boys. I recognized the logo of the person who came into that shop. Someone else wearing that same brand had come looking for the same book you were holding just a few weeks ago, and had it for a few days, but had returned the book in quite a hurry. Just thought it'd be helpful. Best of luck on the search. Oh, and if you could, please let me know what you find. Cheerio. The hollow message vanishes. The droid leaves downstairs, and the camera pans up to follow the droid into the sky before the screen fades to black.
Fancy.
To be continued. That was quite a bit of character dialogue moments there for the second half.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that though.
I wasn't
'cause,
expecting it to take that long to get there, but you know, we did it. So real quick, everybody can gain 10 XP.
Oh my gosh, really?
And then who would like to volunteer to roll obligation for the next session?
My rolls have been so bad tonight. I'm not doing
I
it.
can do it. All right, I'm rolling
Do
a
it.
percentile here.
And
we got
the result of the
64.
obligation check is 64. Come back next week to find out what that means. In the meantime, though, this episode was powered by RPG Sessions. Head to rpgsessions.com to try out their free and amazing virtual tabletop. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back next week with episode 2, January 28th. We will see you then. But until then, and as always, may the Force be with you.